live on YouTube, live on
And
the
we're
Twitch. We're live.
Kimmy, thank you for
We're live.
being here at the very beginning of our One Piece manga
Guys,
stream
surprise! Kimmy actually
reactions.
read the whole manga this week, and she caught up. Surprise!
Hello.
Psych!
Imagine. She read
Wow.
Annie's lobby to where we are now in 1 week, guys.
It's okay. We'll get there one day. Kimmy will be here with us reading the gospel with you all on Sunday. You know,
Listen.
the Lord's Day. Oh, you know, Goda's
Eventually.
Day.
Our Lord and Savior Oda. Why are you making that face like you're not enjoying
Lato.
Annie's lobby?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just like, it just feels like such a far ways away.
Listen,
You're really
man,
not, though.
Wait, what part of Annie's lobby are you in? Out of curiosity, where you at?
Like we just had the big Robin scene. I want to live.
this last
so
thing you saw.
you're at the tail end. You're not terribly. Like,
Yeah.
you're
Listen,
almost there.
things just move after this.
Listen,
Okay.
you gotta understand. One Piece, it's a journey. It's a beautiful journey. It's not the destination. Now, do I agree that like Oda needs to speed up the wheels sometimes? Absolutely, but I think that a lot of my enjoyment from One Piece came from the fact that like, hey, I just gotta actually be in it and let Oda like cook,
Let
right?
him
As
cook.
opposed to like, oh my god, I've been here forever. But you are gonna feel that sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
When
it's
you get to
inevitable.
Wano, oh my god.
I do. That is one of the arcs I do hear the most like named. Wano.
Chunky boy, 200, like it's like 190 chapters, one arc.
Yeah, that nigga
Oh,
was
wow.
not cooking. That no.
He was like, I'm Japanese, so we're gonna stay in Japan as long as I want.
That's so funny.
All right, I got thoughts about
we got-
Wano.
I see the chat already. Oh my god, Kimberly, what are you doing? What are you doing here, Ariana?
Ariana, what are you? They mad confused. They like, you don't be here on Sundays. You're a Monday
I'm not here
girl.
to stay, guys.
She's
This
I
is
came
the
to
goal,
say
though.
hi.
This is the goal to have Kimmy with us every weekend doing One Piece.
yeah. Are we
So
gonna
get
have to
ready,
wait
Kimmy.
like another year and a half? Yeah,
Sure.
but like, it'll be worth it.
We're One Piece fans. We're there for the long ride.
Yeah, and our trade-off, Daffy, as well, is that me and Danny have been watching Sailor Moon for the first time and streaming it. So it's like, you
How's
know,
that?
Yeah.
we
It's a
keep
trade.
forgetting to talk about it on the pod as an official
Actual
one.
podcast. Yeah.
We're banging with it. We're not haters
gonna be-
like
It's
her.
gonna be that and more, considering obviously it's not
We're
the
gonna
same.
watch Nana
scale.
and other Sailor Moon thing and Peach Girl. There's a lot of things in the docket of the shoujo realm that we're gonna plug in to counteract you watching so much One Piece. But Sailor Moon's been dope. We're Sailor Mars fans over here. Sailor Mars is
I
the
have
GOAT.
not watched Sailor Moon. Currently, my next thing that I'm doing is I'm going through Hunter x Hunter. That's the next
okay.
large review series I've done. I'm only like 4
Wow.
chapters in, but all I know is Leorio is my favorite character, and I feel like that's not going to change ever.
I respect
I
that.
already know that's my goat right there.
Okay.
I rock with him heavy.
I respect that. Listen,
Okay.
if you want to do Sailor Moon, you can have the idea. It's yours. That's free content.
I
That's free
appreciate that.
content.
That's free
Big
content.
ups,
That
big ups. Appreciate that. Need that.
yeah, man. You know,
But
it's
I
a
will
whole
say,
different
if
audience.
you ever just want to know the plot straight, you can just watch Sailor Moon Crystal. It is a shorter version.
Oh, you keep
It
trying to
doesn't
preach the
know. You
gospel
have
on
to
that.
Do the
It's the
90s
It's the
version.
90s.
Listen, I absolutely love the 90s version, but if there's people that don't want to watch all the 200
He
episodes,
watched
like,
One Piece.
that's true. But I'm like,
Oh,
I
you
don't know.
watched
Some
it? You
people
didn't read it?
Well, you
Oh no,
read
I
it.
read it. I read it on stream. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, then you could also. I mean, like I said, it's an option. You can
Nah,
read,
you got to get that
but
90s
anyway,
vintage
I'll play it
feel.
back.
I love the 90s vintage feel, but I'm like, if people would rather either watch a little bit or none at all right, then watch a little bit. It's like getting people to watch the live action One Piece versus watching One Piece at all, not watching it at all. Okay, you're getting them in the door. You know what I mean? So that's
How do you guys
that's
feel
what
about
I
live action One Piece? Not to cut you off. I apologize.
We
We
actually
just
just
went on
talked
a-
about it.
hour and a half rant.
We just
love it.
glazed- we
I
glazed
think
it.
we all agree. Yeah, we all agree season 1 was a 7 out of 10. However, season 2, easy 9
That was
out
a
of 10.
Danny opinion. It was
Why
definitely.
was
Corey also said it was a 7 out of 10.
You said we all
you're not
know.
co-signing that?
I said
No,
I
at least an 8 for me for season 1.
because
but
she
season
watched
two
season 1
was
before
the
she even watched One Piece.
downside of season 1 for you. What don't you like about season 1?
Danny,
Me?
Either of y'all, any of y'all, really.
Season 1 for me, I feel like it was still just a little lackluster as far as the live action goes. Yeah, sure, it was the best one, but there were still just elements of it that either weren't good enough for me or just didn't translate from the kind of anime and story One Piece is into a live action format. And then just some creative choices that were made. Again, it's not my story. I know Oda's there co-signing a lot of what happened, but everything that happened with like Garp being so heavily involved in the first season really turns me off from the story in general. And off
He
the
never
top of my
wanted
head,
to
that's-
exist in the first place also. So like even its existence was just like, why?
Yeah, I just live action in general. We're all a little traumatized. So I mean, with that story, like
you wouldn't rock
it's
with
one
live action
thing.
Cowboy Bebop, bro? You wouldn't rock with that?
I
That's
liked
okay.
it, but I wouldn't recommend it to anybody.
I didn't even get past
Hey,
episode 2.
hey, live
brother.
action Yu Yu Hakusho was
I didn't even
cool. It was
try.
solid.
It was great in the beginning, and then the story really they just decided to throw it out the window, and they're like, "We're gonna do whatever we want." In the
you
first season,
You got that live action My Hero coming up in like 2 years, bro. Get ready.
God.
So
don't
that's
remind
so
me.
my hero is Kimmy Shayla. That's her Shayla.
Yeah,
That-
I'm worried. I'm worried.
My
I'm like, if
Hero's-
it's anything like the stage play, because the stage play they did fantastic casting for. It looked great, and I was like, okay, that's cute. But I'm just like, like the stress. Oh,
I think as long as your Deku, your live action Deku, doesn't talk like how people do their Deku voices on TikTok.
guys,
Kachan.
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 Baked beans in the microwave, Kachan.
Then you guys might have a chance. But if he's talking like that, y'all are cooked.
My issue with the live action One Piece is such a fantastical world, and you're gonna have characters that don't translate well to live action because of just innately how they are. So like big thing with Luffy is I know a lot of people refer to Luffy as cringe, and I'm not gonna lie, my first viewing I was not a fan of his actors acting, but for all intents and purposes, he is acting exactly like Luffy is. It's like if someone were to act like Goku, you would think Goku's like a fucking psychopath. Sorry,
That's all
No,
good.
you think someone,
you can.
okay,
Trust
cool.
me.
You
Trust me,
think
she
like Goku's a
curses.
fucking like psycho, right? Like Goku live action, like not like homeboy's name from Dragon Ball Evolution because Justin Chan, not like that. But I'm saying like a live action Goku that does not translate well to how an actual normal human being would speak.
Yeah.
It's easier with the Nami, with the Sanji, right? And they toned down Sanji's worst bits by a lot. So a lot of people like live action Sanji more. And that's perfectly valid. But even like a Nico Robin, as opposed to somebody like a Luffy, even a Garp to an extent, right?
Yeah.
I think Garp in a live action was kind of weird. I don't.
I loved the Irish accent though. I'm not gonna lie.
So good.
That's
Crushed it.
That felt
It
so
throws me
out of
off.
nowhere.
It does throw me
I
off.
get
The
it.
Irish,
I get it.
because I'm like,
I see it.
my brother in Christ, your family is Latino.
That's what I'm saying.
Where'd this Irish man come from?
Listen,
Well,
there's
race in the
always
One Piece
one.
manga doesn't really exist like traditional
Yeah.
race, but you have like your giants, your fishermen, etc. But you don't have like African Americans, etc. Like that's not really a thing in the One Piece world, especially now with Toei involved because you know they don't like black people.
Yeah,
so.
whitewash everybody. Take the color out.
Bro.
But listen, I explained a little bit before, but basically, if you don't like Luffy how he is in this live action, I really just think, yeah, you wouldn't like him in real life. Like, I know people that like he's truly our autistic king, and we love him. And I think Iñaki does a fantastic job of showing him off, especially in season 2. I think it's very accurate. He's very much like no thoughts, head empty. Like I'm doing this thing. Like I'm going with my heart or my stomach, and there's no in between. Like that's it. There's one of the two.
There are just some
Honestly.
lines that are delivered of sometimes, especially like in this fight with Arlong. I'm like,
Yeah.
But
Before you go, Kimmy, I just have to say, hearing you talk about One Piece is just a joy. Because
in a non-hating sense.
in a non-hating Daffy, I don't you have, if you've seen how we've had to hear this girl talk about this piece of media before watching it
for the longest
and even
time.
through the journey, why nothing should be this long, nothing should exist like this, and blah blah. Why without watching, and
I was
just
there.
she would gag anytime we
A lot
wanted to
of
talk
people
about
were.
it. Like she would do so
the
much.
art style was a big thing too. I'm like, man, this nigga Oda can't draw this shit ugly.
They're
Oh,
ugly. Yeah, thank you. That's why I was
That's
like,
what I
they were
thought.
so ugly.
That's what I
I
thought
never
for a
would have
minute.
watched it.
Everybody was there. So even now, she still hasn't fully said. She still won't say on camera or ever. Actually, she won't say in person that she thinks One Piece is good. She thinks it's just okay still. But when you start cooking, girl, It's like Jesus is in the
Yeah,
room sometimes.
you won't even know. You won't even know.
You don't
when it
even
happens.
realize how good you are at cooking for One Piece versus everything else you talk about because of how much you consumed One Piece.
You gonna cry about you gonna cry over the dumbest thing by the end of that arc that you're at right now.
She didn't cry for Robin.
She didn't cry for Robin.
She
almost cried.
I cried a
know,
little bit, but it was at the end of the
know,
arc that I was just like,
I don't know.
damn.
Everyone thought I was gonna cry for Nami too, and I didn't cry for her. I was like,
well, you was too busy roasting her mother.
Oof.
I was pissed about that.
She was like, she's a dumb bitch. Like, why would she not just lie? Like, she was going mad hard on Nami's mom.
What a hill to die on.
It was wild, bro. I was like, damn, okay.
Tell us how you really feel.
Man. I was pissed.
Yeah.
But anyways, all right. But I just wanted to say hi. Have a fun stream, guys. And Daffy, thank you for coming on. We really
absolutely.
appreciate it.
Thank you guys for inviting me. I appreciate you guys.
Yay. All right. Have fun, boys. Don't be too late.
Keep my girl.
Bye.
All right, get out so we can talk about real stuff.
Did you kick her out?
What? No, I didn't kick her. I just changed. Okay. No, I just changed the layout. Imagine I was like, yeet.
With the what's the shape of Italy?
What the shape of Italy is crazy. All right.
All right.
But,
well,
what you about to say? All right. So now that we've yapped for 11 minutes straight, what is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another One Piece manga chapter live stream, live read through for One Piece chapter 1177, titled Furious. As always, I am joined with my co-host, not the one that just left, but Roronoa Daniel.
The other one. What's up, guys?
The other one, another one. And first time on the pod, first time guest, OG in the space, just like his name says, the man who lost a JJK bet and has had to join this community, OG Daffy himself. What's going on, brother?
Wagwan, what's happening? Appreciate y'all.
Happy to have you here, man.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
Thank you for coming through, bro.
Nobara lived. Thank God she lived so that you could walk.
Spoilers. Spoilers in the chat.
He said, man.
Man, I don't want to hear it.
He lied.
It ended like 2
don't
years
believe it's
ago
propaganda. Don't believe it.
Oh,
yeah.
Listen, there's one thing I say you two do have in common is you guys really bang with JJK a lot. I'm more of a JJK person, but you
that's because you expect more from it, and with series like JJK, I accept it for what it is. I see it. I love it. I think it's doing a great job compared to other series. Me?
What
you mean?
Like me expecting more, or what he means?
But he said what he said. Expected like.
Corey,
what do you mean by that?
Corey wants there to be more, not filler content, but more content for everybody to interact with each other, to show how goofy, how friendly they can be with each other, having more human moments, being the characters that they are, instead of just being constantly thrown in one battle after another, only getting development through those battles.
I would prefer if there was just time to breathe, right? I feel like the series never took the gas, never chilled. Like they never took their foot off the gas pedal. You know what I mean? Like I had to obsessively hear everybody talk about Shibuya, right? When being anime only. And then kind of seeing what it was, watching it, and then being like, man, they could have like waited like an arc to do this level of like essentially like let's just call it like a Marineford-esque moment, right? For the story. Like they didn't have to that didn't have to come right off the heels so soon. Because for me, like I didn't feel anything for the people that were lost in that arc because I don't know them. The story didn't take enough time for me specifically for me to care about them or to care about their dynamics or to care about how much these other characters value each other, right? And also, Yuji's like not that guy to me. I know people love him, but he's just to me, he's like a watered down Ichigo. I have more fun seeing Ichigo than Yuji.
Oh, bro.
Sorry, man. I hate to do it to you. I know. I hated to do it to him because this is his Shayla.
Hold on. No. Okay, I love JJK, but I'm not gonna completely disagree with what Corey said there about Yuji. But maybe that's because I hold Ichigo to such a high regard.
Oh,
we are saying blasphemous things. Huh?
He said, "Calm down, Jamal."
He said,
I actually don't want to be here no more.
You know what? This is
Listen.
actually about to turn into a JJK chapter review.
Listen, I'm not going to sit here and disrespect Kubo's work. Right, I rock with Kubo. I upon my entire reread of Bleach until 1,000 Year Blood War aired, I was enjoying it. Ichigo and Yuji have nothing. They're not in the same lane at all. They're totally different characters. I don't see how they're comparable in any sense. In my personal opinion, I agree with their sentiment that there could have been a little more when it came to Shibuya as far as developing its characters. We get attached to them so we could be more devastated when things actually happen to them. Like when Ananami died, when Nobara seemingly died. I was more so upset for Yuji as opposed to these characters. I've always talked about how Nanami dying. I was kind of like, oh, whatever. And people were like, oh my God, Nanami's dead. No! But, bro, I don't give a shit. I really don't care. Like, he was cool, I guess. But no. But when you come to like a Shinjuku showdown, that's when people are really like, oh my God, like, what the fuck is happening? But no, Yuji's very similar to like a Tanjiro, right? As far as his earnestness and being unabashedly who he is and everything that he does, even when it's considered the wrong thing. And he knows he's not like dumb in a stereotypical like shonen sense, right?
Yeah.
Like he's not the smartest, but he still knows how to use his brain. We actually see like it's not like a One Piece thing where we don't see any of his thoughts because he just says them like a Luffy.
Yeah,
he does, and that's what also part of what makes me really appreciate his cog mentality, and what also attracted me to Yuji's character is the fact that he was not the strongest in the show for the longest time up until the last arc. He was not the strongest, and even then, by the end of the series, he's still not the strongest person out. It's not him; it's somebody else.
Yeah,
it's not until the sequel series that he actually does claim the title of the strongest. But that's what attracts me to his character, and I don't.
Corey didn't read Modulo.
That's fine.
You didn't read Modulo?
That's fine. I know Danny read it.
You need to hop on that immediately.
At this point, I know enough because once again, the JJ community is the worst when it comes to hiding information in the game.
Did you see that Yuji's the only shonen protagonist to get the best glow up ever?
I've seen the pictures.
Yeah, I did see that. He did.
That glow up was
crazy.
He did. That author, the new guy drawing it, had no business. Yuji looked that much different.
We actually found out the One Piece is actually a barber for your shonen protagonist.
Yo, I got chair for you open right here, brother. Let's go. Come on.
Let me get the.
With some of Oda's designs for these older characters, I'm scared if Luffy never dies at the end of the story, he gets old. I'm scared.
Have you seen the two different designs that Oda has for a lot of the Straw Hats? There's like a bad timeline.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
it looks just like Garp. Hopefully things work out for him. Otherwise, he's gonna look like Egghead Luffy.
Oh God.
Which is also fine.
We're cooked, chat.
He's like drained. Like when he's drained after using Gear 5. You talking about that?
No. When he's when Bonnie turns him into an old man.
Oh God.
This distorted future move.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, those are JJK thoughts, and obviously, we know that you kind of got into One Piece from a JJK bet situation, but like now you've been essentially making One Piece content for like about a year and a half now, and you've been on your journey. You just recently caught up 3 weeks ago for the most part, and I know you just put out your Egghead video. I know you're working on the ELBAPH video, things like that. So what has that journey been like for you now over time? Being on the end of kind of like, I don't want to be part of this shit. I'm good on this. This should look whack, to like where you are now.
It's been interesting. So as far as like my One Piece journey, when I started One Piece, I was like, okay, this is cool. And I was told, hey, if you don't like it by Arlong Park, might as well leave. But really, it was by the sea when I really started getting interested in the series. Specifically, Sanji and Zep's backstories were really like captivating me. Arlong Park was cool, wasn't my favorite. I don't dislike it by any means.
Yeah.
But I liked the Violet Sea arc just a little more, especially when you have those acts of kindness shown off by Sanji when he feeds I forgot what his name is. He feeds the one guy that was like attacking him and everybody else there.
Damn it!
I know what.
I usually know it.
No, don't look it up. Don't look it up. I've been thinking about it the whole time. Is it
I don't remember, but yeah, that specifically was a really interesting moment because a lot of these One Piece characters, they're not black and white like in their morality, right? Like you do have some, But a lot of these characters, they do like they're 3D characters. They're three-dimensional. That's what really catches me about One Piece. The way the backstories went as well was next level to me as far as how deep Oda would go. Do I love it all the time? No, not necessarily. But when it comes to something like a God Valley, I'm gonna be honest, I did not love God Valley like everybody else did. But when it actually came to the Harald and Loki backstory, I was more interested in that. God Valley, it's just hockey shenanigans, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
What?
Oh, bro,
You don't care about that?
I don't give a shit.
Rocks didn't get
Bro,
you.
bro, like,
The
Rocks is
Chad
cool.
himself.
Rocks is cool. I didn't say
Yeah.
that.
What happened with his
listen.
family?
Hey, we
That's
got
a family
Oh,
man.
his name was Geen, by the way.
listen.
Fudge.
Yeah.
We got to. Oh, wait. Roger, listen. We gotta stop. We gotta stop Rocks. He's possessed. What do we gotta do? We gotta make a hockey mask. We gotta make stronger hockey, bro.
Nigga broke the fourth wall.
we gotta have hockey squared, bro. What?
I understand. I understand what you're saying in regards to like the feats of, I guess, the fights of everything of it. You know what it is with me for One Piece? I'm not here specifically for myself for the fights, right? Once Oda introduced hockey, I was like, brother, he's just gonna do whatever the hell he want to do. It's like watching stands being used in JoJo's. He's just gonna make it up.
More
as
like
he
Hamon.
No, Hamon at least made a little more sense, brother. Hamon made a little more sense. But like those feats just didn't do it for me. But I think just the world building is what always gets me hype. So all of that what God Valley had to offer there, more than how they got out of the whole Dami Reversi and that whole fight situation, is what made me like God Valley a lot, as opposed to like how they went about beating. But also,
loved seeing
I like
the
hating on
characters.
Garp too. So I got to be like, no, now I'm validated for hating Garp.
Question for you. I feel like I'm asking you guys a lot of questions, even though
We love it.
Listen, we yapping, brother. Look.
Yeah. Do you guys think that Garp was wrong? How do you feel about Garp's decision to stay in the Marines?
ACAB, brother.
Interesting.
I'm good.
No. I'm asking.
I'm good on Garp is a bozo. Garp's a cornball. Garp didn't change nothing. We see that Garp didn't change nothing. Making sword, even if he made sword, it's still not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Still not enough. I'm good.
What do you think? What do you think?
I think that compared to his son and the actions that he did, especially moving forward, I think there's a lot more that Garp could have done with his time. Yeah, sure, he may not be the smartest man and maybe he couldn't think about it, but he could have made more of an effort. And like Corey said, even if he was the one that created sword, what's that ultimately going to get us except for a little extra help in the end game? Sword is not going to be the end all be all of any solution against the world's government. If anything, it's going to be the actions that his son Dragon committed that day when he learned how much of a background character he was.
Listen, his son and his grandson is going to make more impact and change to the military, to the Navy, than Garp ever did.
Luffy interacting with Kobe, it made more change than Garp training him did.
That's interesting that y'all say that. So I say this as a person that has tons of family in law enforcement, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, like the sentiment that ACAB, like all cops are bad, that's totally valid, right? I totally get that, especially if you look at just historically how police and the government systemically have treated black people up until now. Obviously, you have certain things such as the Rodney King riots and the George Floyd, the Ahmaud, what's his name?
Ahmaud Arbery, yeah.
Auburn, thank you.
Yeah.
You have instances like that, right? But then you also know that those same generalizations that racist institutions have against us, especially as black men, that can be established or put upon those in law enforcement. I know plenty of good people that sign up because they want to make a difference in their communities. And as far as Garp goes, we know that Garp is not a bad, evil man. He does have noble, heroic views, and he wants to be something to aspire to. Yes, he should have been able to fix the system more, and yes, that as a shortcoming on himself, but that doesn't I don't think that makes him a bad character or a bad man. The world did need a hero after God Valley. especially with everything that came
Yeah.
out of there. They're like, they were doing what there? A symbol of hope, a symbol of peace. That's what he should have done. It's like kind of similar to All Might. All Might was a symbol of peace, but you still have all these things that happen under All Might's watch. Technically, it's like, oh well, why didn't All Might fix this? Well, he's just one man. He's just one person. It's a systemic thing.
The thing with Garp though is that for me, which also like leads to like Oda's writing, the fact that we can have a conversation about one character and their nuance leads to how good the writing is. So I want to make that be known about how I feel about how Garp is written. But at the same time, Garp didn't even choose to be like that symbol, right? That was still of a plan of the world government. He didn't realize that his name was going to be in those papers in the first place. So it's not even like that's an option he chose. And then we've gotten into a debate with TOPT about like, should Garp have actually took the promotion and been an admiral and then maybe be what Sengoku was so that he can make more change from the top down. And I feel like the conversation always go to, well, if he was an admiral or if he was the fleet admiral, he would have to listen to the world government. He's already not listening to the world government, right? He's already not listening as a vice admiral. So if you do want to enact that change, why are you staying a vice admiral, brother? Why are you not trying to open like the people that you open your reach even more in regards to how you can make more change top down by staying a vice admiral? You could have been an admiral. You maybe fleet admiral would have been way more difficult, but even still, it's not like they didn't even think. It's not like they never thought about having Garp in that position. So it's like if he truly wanted to do more, he was capable of it. And I feel like he's continued to chose the complicit route where every single person around him that has been really close to him has realized they have to do something else, right? Whether people believe that Aokiji is or Kuzan or whatever, however you want to name it, is actually betraying the government, he's actually part of Sword or whatever. Like whatever you do with that, that was his student, and he still said, "Nah, this ain't the way, brother. This ain't gonna work under this regime, right?"
Well, then also, I mean, Aokiji, like his way of finding justice is him working willing with the Blackbeard, one of the most heinous villains in pirate history.
I mean, what did he really do? What did he really do?
That nigga is a fucking slave runner. I don't care. But
okay, all right, true. You got me there.
But literally, Aokiji has resorted to and it's interesting because Aokiji resents the world governments and even just the Marines, not in making a distinction between the Marines and the world government, but he defies the Marines so much of the fact that he is willing to work with a crew that to his face said, "We're probably going to kill you and take your powers at some point, just so you know." And he was like, "You can try it." And that's what frustrates me because I'm like, why? I fail to see what made Aokiji change this way, unless I misread something, unless I don't remember.
Well, I think that's because we're still theorizing whether or not he's actually there on a mission with Sword, right? The same way Rosinante was with Doflamingo's crew, but his brother's crew, under the guise of like being there because of Sengoku or whatever. So that's still up for debate, right? But I think the conversation for Kuzan leads into bro chose essentially what I could assume maybe the lesser evil, right? As crazy as Blackbeard and his crews are, he's seen enough of he's seen them genocide O'Hara. You know what I mean? And he's probably like, yeah, Blackbeard didn't do that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But then also, Blackbeard did low key commit. Was it I almost said necrophagy. That's not a word.
Necrophilia?
What is the I mean, not necrophilia. No. But he did.
Oh, you talking about raising the dead? Oh, necromancy?
Yeah, necromancy. Yeah. He
Sorry, guys. Don't flag me on the play. I was trying to figure out the word.
I mean, if anything, Aokiji just thinks that Blackbeard is like the closest to finding the One Piece because we see Blackbeard's making moves to get pudding to try to decipher the poneglyphs, and so he's just riding with Blackbeard for as long as he can to learn the truth of the world. We know that Blackbeard probably knows more than some of the other people about the truth of the world and Emu and the powers that be there, and he's just hitching a ride to see what he can do and the changes he can make while also being ready to betray them at any point in time. But he needs to do something.
Do you think that Emu or Blackbeard is going to be the final antagonist of the series?
Probably Emu.
Okay.
With Blackbeard and knowing his backstory, especially with his father and everything like that, it just doesn't. It's not giving final villain for me. I think it's definitely going to be Emu. And I'm not saying that Blackbeard and Luffy are not going to have a clash at some point, but it's not going to be the end all be all.
Listen, I'm still of the belief that Oda's going to be a silly little guy and make it a 4-way Davy back fight. But what do I know?
That'd be fire. I'm not. That'd be fire.
I wouldn't be mad.
I know people would be tight, but like I'm like, hey, if anybody's going to make a Davy back happen, it's going to be Buggy and Cross Guild.
Do you guys think that Buggy is related to Rocks?
Brother.
Oh, we would love for it to be true. We would love for it to be true.
I'm still holding on to my coat.
I don't know.
When
my editor sent me his wanted poster, and I just look at
everything's there.
I'm like,
that's the same nigga.
I'm like, I don't know.
Listen, Oda did not have to give that man blue hair, right?
Why give him blue hair?
For what?
Why?
Rocks was a Rolling Stone.
Oda is pissing me off, bro. That's what I'm saying. Niggas have secret kids every day, B.
Roger had multiple. Ace was the only one that lived that we know of.
That's true. That's true.
I want, but I'm also okay with Buggy Deadass just being a rando. Who made it happen. It's a win either way. I'm a Buggy fan.
On the Moon Piece podcast, we are Buggy for Pirate King. Just FYI.
Yes. I think that listen, and I truthfully believe it. It's not Cope, because that's not Luffy's dream. Luffy's dream is not to become Pirate King. We don't know what Luffy's dream is.
What do you think Luffy's dream is?
Have a party.
My brother in Christ. I can't even put myself in that man's head to think what it would be to make the crew really be on some like, oh, you bugging. And they've seen him say enough things that like the fact that they really was like shocked has me like, what did he fucking say? Does he want to just knock down the red line? I'm like, would he even say something like that? I want to knock down the red line. I'm like, does he care enough? No. Like,
I think it's something similar to what he said in Wano, like possibly having a feast with the whole world, or like not even like carving his name through history, because Luffy doesn't care about infamy and fame like that. So
yeah.
But whatever he said, it was so poignant to the fact that it showed the Thousand Sunny, and there was like a ... on that name panel. So even like saying like,
or even the ship is like, this nigga, what did he say?
Like this nigga's fucking crazy, bro. Like, yeah, I don't know. That's interesting to me. But I did like Rox's character. The amount of aura that he had when he was in the throne room, like
it was just
leaning, he said he told Emo, keep this warm for me. I got something for you. Fire.
And then killed an admiral on his way out.
Off screen.
He was him.
Off screen merchant, just like his son.
Man, God. But no, I like the idea that Emu and Blackbeard will be taken down simultaneously. I think that Blackbeard has potential to be a generational villain. I really think so.
Or maybe Blackbeard absorbs Emu.
I don't know. I don't. 2 times in a row. I don't know. But
it's giving Kaguya and Madara a little bit.
Yeah, but like Blackbeard's been in the story for so long. What? It's been 18, 17 years? No, longer than that. Since he initially showed up.
Danny would know, because he's been the longest. He's the longest running One Piece fan out of us. I started in 2018.
For so long at this point, right? So I think that and he's just been in the cut, right? So like even when he showed up in Marineford, I was like, what the hell is Blackbeard doing in Marineford? And you even have like some of his subordinates showing up in Egghead, right? And copying Saturn's form.
Yeah.
I'm like, what does he got going on? So I think Cross Guild and Blackbeard eventually are probably gonna have a clash, if I had to make a guess. But
oh no, I don't want that to happen. I want it to be with the. I want it to be with the straw. I don't want my
glorious king. I don't want my glorious king to get cooked.
Yeah. Who Mihawk or Croc?
I was about Buggy, but I'm also a Crocodile guy. I listen. I'm not a Mihawk slanderer. I just don't care about Mihawk like that.
He's cool. He's
cool.
Croc is my guy, though. I love Croc.
Them eyes.
Croc is.
Best of the game. What's your thoughts on Crocodile being the theory that Crocodile is Luffy's mom? What are your thoughts on that? Have you seen that theory?
You still bring up Croco mom?
I have.
Dude, I'm a firm believer in the Croco mom theory. No. They got me.
No.
The ancient aliens explanation?
No, man. No. I think so.
Get your whiteboard, Danny.
Reddit did too much DMT at like 3 a.m. on a Thursday night and just typed some bullshit. I don't think. No. What even points precedence to that theory?
Do you want to talk about it?
We can, yeah.
It was the moment in Impel Down.
I talking about when Ivankov was like, "Oh, I know about you, Crocodile." You talking about that?
That started it, but then there were moments in Marineford that kind of like hinted at it, where it was like Crocodile's attitude towards Luffy And then once it was revealed that Luffy was Dragon's son in Marineford, all of a sudden some of the things that Crocodile did were in help of Luffy, and he wasn't really giving Luffy such a hard time like he was before that information was revealed.
This is cope, brother. That is
100%.
This
You're
is-
talking to the guy.
This nigga Crocodile damn near killed Luffy 3 times. 3 or 4 times.
He didn't know.
He didn't know.
Dragon's son.
He didn't know that was his kid.
In Alabasta? How would he know?
Bro, the fourth wall break is killing me. Nigga, look at the chat. You hear this chat?
Come on, bro. Come on,
hear
bro.
this?
Come
Listen,
on,
the
bro.
The cope is
Come
real.
on, bro. It's One Piece, man. Come on, bro. Nah, man. Nah, man. Niggas in One Piece. I'm like, is that my son? I had a feeling. Did I give birth to all the time? There ain't no way. Come on, son.
Word. Nigga.
Okay.
It happened, brother. I'm
It
sorry.
wouldn't be the most ridiculous thing to happen in this series, I'll tell you that.
What
Yeah.
do you think Crocodile's secret is, though?
I don't even know. I haven't even thought about it past the
gay?
mom thing. He's gay. Yo.
What could it be?
that he let
got-
Ivankov hit?
You got Stranger. You got Stranger Things
let
happening.
Ivankov hit?
In one
He said-
Crocodile's a chaser. God damn.
He said, yo, Ivankov was like, I know you're a power bottom, right?
Crocodile's DL. Crocodile's DL. What the fuck?
Nigga said the will of D.
Hold on, y'all had a $10 donut.
Oh, yes,
Why am I
yes,
reading
yes.
those for y'all?
Yo,
Love this debate, y'all, by Astro Jack. Truly love that Oda gave us a series this in depth and full of conversation. We're saying this immediately after a Crocodile DL joke. Jesus, I mean Corey and Diddy opinions on Blackbeard, for example. LOL, love y'all.
listen,
Astro Jack, thank you so much.
gotta hit him with the
for-
kazoo because Kimmy created this thing where now we have to blow a kazoo when we get a super chat. So, that's it. Shout out to Astro
Damn.
Jack holding it down as always. We see a lot of y'all in the chat. We want to ask you a couple more questions about One Piece before we get in the chat because I know I don't even know how 35 minutes passed already. That's
we were talking about my One Piece journey. Yeah, so as far as my One Piece journey, I really did like Drum Island. Drum Island was the first time I cried watching One Piece because when it comes to like animals, I don't do well with animals, especially like being hurt and all that. So when I see like Chopper, like when he's like battered and bruised and he's holding a mushroom, I was like, ah! But when in the anime, it was the anime that actually made me cry as opposed to reading the manga. Because when I read the manga at the end of the arc where Kuraha actually has all the rose petal or the flower petals and everything, it looks like the pink snow. It was the orchestral sound of the soundtrack combined with Chopper's like crying while that was going on. That blew me away. I absolutely love that. Marineford, that was the craziest nonstop series of events I've seen in a shonen in a hot minute. I was like, what the hell is going on in Marineford? You have Blackbeard. This nigga grabbed the air and took a giant down. I'm like, what? I'm like, huh? And then he was single-handedly putting belt to ass on the whole Navy. They nobody could touch him. At one point, he gets half his face blown off. I'm like, what? Like, what the fuck is going on? Luffy, Crocodile, everybody dropping out of the sky on a ship. Then you have Blackbeard showing up, stealing Blackbeard's powers, or stealing Whitebeard's powers, excuse me. Then you also have Shanks showing up. I'm like, what? Like, what is going on?
Rose say, you know what? This is 500 chapters of build up. It's time.
Can't wait for Kimmy to get there.
I get, post time skip mid for a little bit until Dressrosa. I really like Dressrosa though.
Yeah. Dressrosa's hard watch, easy binge read though. I think a better binge read situation because I anime only know One Piece when I went through One Piece. So like I really have the true Dressrosa.
You anime only did?
Yeah, when I was binging One Piece, I anime only'd. So like I caught up at the end of Whole Cake and I started reading from Reverie forward. So like I know the true trenches of getting through One Piece. That's why like
damn my boy, you just went in dry, no foreplay, no nothing.
Listen,
damn,
man,
bro.
Damn. I just know I'm better than everybody else, I've been through it. I know war. I've seen things. I've seen
You've seen all the cutscenes.
I've learned what number I need to click on to skip to get past the intro and the recap by heart.
Oh, Lord.
I was there.
Somebody said, Daffy, talk about how you feel about Sabo. I don't think you want me to do that because your name is Sabo Fred.
I don't think we really care much.
Well, no, you said Sabo's an industry plant, right?
That nigga Sabo is a fucking OC. That nigga is not a real person. No. No.
Listen,
What do you mean by
There's
that?
no character flaw. There is no character work that needs to be done with the character of Sabo. His arc is fucking complete. It was done in a flashback. I don't give a shit about Sabo. I really don't.
And
This nigga is perfect. He's perfect. Hey, y'all seen the meme? It's like, oh, hey guys, I got this new secret OC. His name is Sabo. He's the secret third brother of Ace and Luffy. He's got a scar from fucking whatever island. Bro. Tell me how we go. Everybody is shitting themselves talking about Emu, thinking about Emu. Like, oh my god, like bro, the secret emperor of the world. Sabo just coincidentally stumbles into the throne. It's like also with Wapole. He encounters the 5 elders as well as Emu. He gets out scot-free. Yes, the king of ELBAPH dies. I understand. That sucks. And he gets like kind of hurt. But then you go from that to, he's like on the phone with the Revolutionary Army. Oh my god, like the commander of the world government is this shadowy figure, whatever. Emu nukes the fuck out of this Lelouch. He just pushes the bomb. Boom, that shit's gone. Right? Gaping a hole in the middle of the ocean. I'm thinking, on initial read, I'm like, oh shit. Sabo's dead, but I'm like, wait a minute. No, this is Orochi Oda 25 years into the series. Sabo's not dead. Behold, 3 chapters later. Oh yeah.
Damn, yo.
The call. But yeah, bro. These people are dead probably. I'm good though. I was over here. I was in a random other kingdom. I don't give a shit about Sabo. I don't.
And you know what? That's okay. I never saw anybody with an opinion that hard about Sabo before. But
Well-
you're valid.
well,
You're
Rob,
valid.
Shonen Showdown, he loves Sabo. Sabo's his fucking goat. So it's like I'm just like Sabo's existence. He exists. That's how I feel about him. But I also
he's there.
don't care about Ace like that. So like him even existing, I don't care about neither one of those bozos.
Ace was cool.
Ace is a dickhead.
Ace is fine.
Ace died
I mean,
from a yo daddy joke.
He did it to himself.
That shit is comedy. I'm not gonna lie. But it's the why of the yo daddy joke. This the why of the yo daddy joke that gets me. You know what I mean?
Like, nigga did all this work to save it. You said, what you say about my pops? It's not even your pops for real, nigga.
Is it? For all intents and purposes, yes, it is. For all intents and purposes, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It was wild. So do you have like a favorite arc? Do you have any? What's your favorite arc? So there's 3 favorite arcs in the series.
Favorite arcs in the series. Skype had talked about that. Post time skip, I'd probably say Egghead or I'm liking ELBAPH. ELBAPH's not complete, so I'm hesitant to rank that yet. So I'm probably not. I really like Egghead post time skip. I like Dressrosa. Marineford's got to be up there. Marineford is what put One Piece into my top 5.
Yeah.
I say the Marineford saga. So like when I say Marineford, I'm talking about Impel Down, Marineford, and Amazon Lily, or Impel Down. Why am I not remembering how the order goes?
Talking about the order of it. It's Sabaody, then Amazon Lily, then Impel Down, then Marineford.
Yes. Yes. I kind of consider Amazon Lily part of that saga because he's like goes there, then goes to Impel Down, then goes to Marineford. But there, Logue Town's like fine. I don't know. I don't look at the entire list, but yeah, I absolutely love what over time just my interpretation of Oda's writing has dramatically changed, and there are still a ton of issues that I have with Oda's writing, even now with some modern day stuff that we tend to do. But no, I love it. I love it. As far as my biggest criticisms, actually, I just put out a video like a week or 2 ago about the biggest issues that I have with Oda's writing. Part of it is the story consequence, not just like characters like being injured physically,
stakes,
dying, but I'm saying the stakes. It's interesting because the stakes of One Piece have gotten bigger for the world, exponentially bigger. Like, oh, the world is sinking. Holy shit! Like, and there's gonna be this final war that's mounting that we see with the Harley, right? The Harley chapter. When I read that on stream, I was there.
I was there. I seen that. This nigga was stuck. I seen that. You was stuck. He was. That's when you had to bring up what's the always sunny meme. He was like,
yes, bro, yo.
Nigga said, is that a now, nigga? Is that?
Yeah. I was like, what is that?
Oh yeah, you ain't good that chapter.
Oh, that was fire.
It's because it's like with One Piece, it is those moments like that make you realize, this is what One Piece is about. It's like
Yep.
you're
This-
thinking about the world and all these theories. Like that's when it's
The
at
history.
its best. You know what I mean? It's not when Luffy is fighting Katakuri in the mirror world. Yeah, people like it, but that's not One Piece at its best. One
It's
Piece is
not
at its
Rock.
best.
That's not why
Pulling up
people
to
talk
God
about Whole
Valley.
Cake. Agreed. Yes.
So
Like Whole Cake Island is people talk about Sanji's arc and how that dramatically Oda basically did a revision on his character because after
Whole other
Thriller Bark,
backstory.
I don't know what this nigga was doing.
that's
Like,
why I've been trying to tell Danny. Danny
Yeah.
tries to act like he pulls what about the murders? What murders? I'm like, brother, after Enies lobby, the Sanji cope, like you have to be one of the strongest soldiers in the world to be a Sanji fan, to hold out from post Enies lobby all the way up to Whole Cake, because it's rough.
Bro, he just even like in Thriller Bark, when those giant kids are like, "Wait, you gotta help us," and you talk about Sanji being the kindest straw hat.
Oh, Punk Hazard, yeah.
You talk or Punk Hazard, excuse me. He's like, "Oh, he's the strongest. He's the kindest straw hat," and you will even go into his backstory about how he was abused as a child. So his first inclination isn't, "Oh my God, I need to help these kids." Nami, we gotta leave. Huh? What? What the fuck are you talking? What the fuck? You literally got locked up as a kid. Your dad tried to kill you. Your mother literally tried to kill you in the womb, along with herself. What are you talking about? What? And
It's
now,
rough.
yeah, he did kind of fix it with Taco or whatever in Wano. Like, yeah, sure, man, in the mouth.
Yeah.
Tama or
Otama,
Toko.
yes, thank you. It's the same.
Toko's the laughing one. Tama's the
the purple
Kibi
hair
Dango girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I get that, but I'm just like, this is a really weird out of character moment for Sanji. I'm tired of Oda using Sanji as his personal vessel for him being
A gooner.
fucking gooner. Yes, bro.
Well,
This
now
nigga-
the whole world of One Piece is vessel to Goon.
This nigga,
After
this nigga in
the
a
flashback?
SBS with his whole chest said, "Oh yeah, man, nah, Robin and Nami, they ain't wearing no drawers under there." He said, "Why would I?
Why would I?
He's a menace, bro.
Why would I?
Because really,
Nah.
when you think about God Valley, we said it. It's Goon Valley. It's an island full of gooners, and even Garp
Everyone's
is gooning
chasing.
over Roger. Garp
Yo.
is there gooning for Roger. He's like, oh man, where's Roger? Oh God, I can't wait to see him.
Yo, God Valley popped off because of Shaggy is some crazy shit.
Oda
It's
is
some
crazy,
The world's
bro.
economy popped off because of Shock.
He really, Oda really saw the
He's a
allegations for
menace.
damsel in- he really saw the allegations for him being a damsel in distress merchant. He doubled down. I respect it. I
Yeah.
really do.
He's
He,
a
can do it. He
menace.
knows what he is.
He's a
That's
That's
menace.
world history at this point. That's world history.
Word.
Yeah.
All right. So one last question before we finally read. Right. As always, we need to know.
Mhm.
Can you rank your Straw Hats in order for us from favorite to least favorite?
My favorite straw hats. Are we including Jinbei and Loki possibly?
Loki,
no.
no.
Jinbei,
Loki, no.
Jinbei is a Straw
Yes.
Hat. So if you're from favorite to least favorite in order.
I love how you had to look back at the poster.
Hold on. Hold on.
He's like, who's on this fucking crew again?
All right. We going here. Let me get Luffy, big dog.
Number one.
Number one.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 2, my dog Zoro.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
3,
He's gonna
Robin.
Robin.
Corey, that's a bit of you. That's a bit of you, Corey.
I say Nami. Say Nami
Gooner.
at 4.
Gooner.
5.
Frankie. Say Frankie.
I say 5 Sanji.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay. That's okay. That's good. That's good.
6 would be Brooke.
Oh.
7 would be Jinbei.
Oh, what? Hold on.
7 would be Frankie. 8 and Usopp. There we go.
Okay. Okay.
And where's Chopper? Where's Chopper?
Oh, shit. Oh, Chopper. That nigga's tiny. I forgot. Chopper.
So your bottom 2 were Usopp and Frankie. I don't know if Chopper is on the bottom, the top, the middle.
I put Chopper like 4th from the bottom. Like
4th from the bottom. Okay.
I like
Um,
all the Straw Hats respectively. Jinbei is the least developed for me personally. Like I like Jinbei. I like the history that he has with Arlong and Fisher Tiger. Just Jinbei has not felt challenge as a character
Yeah.
for me the past couple arcs.
Yeah,
You know,
hey,
but Unk's
totally
cool.
got it.
He's
I
Unk.
like
He's
him.
Unk. He pulled up.
Yeah. Speaking of
Um,
Unk, though, what's the deal with Frankie being so low?
Yeah,
that
what
nigga ain't had nothing to do.
Ah, bro,
nigga had
nah, that's
nothing
not
to
what we
No,
talking
he's
about.
had
God damn,
moments,
y'all.
bro. Do you forget Wano? Do you forget Wano?
What about it?
He pulled up on Big Mom's face with a motorcycle
Ran over her face, brother.
and told Nami.
For some aura? Okay.
And
Oh,
Now interest me.
my nigga
he had a
Frankie is
fight.
he's
He
a
had a one-on-one.
he's an emotionally
I don't
intelligent he's an
give a
emotionally
W.
intelligent
I
king,
don't care.
right? He always feeling his feels. He's like, man, I love these niggas. He's always loving niggas' backstories. He is present.
He's got good vibes.
That's
He's
That's
funny.
Robin's husband, right?
You know what
he be
frustrates
building
me
shit.
about Frankie is
What?
how beautiful his backstory was, how beautiful his story was, especially with Tom and everything like that. Like,
Okay.
yes, he's I would argue he's the most emotional Straw Hat besides Luffy, right? Like he was so emotionally distraught, he threw himself in front of a train and almost died, right? I like Frankie, but God, I feel like he just got nothing to do. I feel like he's just kind of there for a lot of this.
And what has Nami done?
That's also
He got
also fair. That's fair.
You put her number 4.
I did put Nami there. Nami feels like she has some of the most consistent screen time amongst the Straw Hats, besides like the Monster Trio, right? Not like, but just besides like, you know, Sanji, Zoro, and Sanji, Luffy. But I don't know. I like Robin. I like seeing more of Robin, right? Her character, I like her. I love how important she is, especially as it pertains to the poneglyphs. The stuff with Saul in ELBAPH, I'm conflicted because on one hand, I'm like, damn, we really did another fake out death. Come on, no, we're back.
Yeah, that was. But I was also happy to see her happy.
I was happy to see her happy, and it was a cute little moment when she did her hair like she was when she was a kid with the little bang, because she was scared that he wouldn't remember her because she's grown now. Like that's heartwarming. I like that, right? Usopp.
It's okay. We didn't ask you about Usopp.
Yo, he said, "You don't gotta explain yourself." Usopp ain't for everybody, and we're not going to defend Usopp.
We'll talk about him later on in this chapter, so we don't gotta get into that.
Oh, you know what? Oda saw the live action, and he saw how dope Usopp was in that. He said, "All right, let me finally do something for Usopp in this fucking manga."
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a character.
He said that nigga stood up finally. Thank God.
Word. All right. Well, 52 minutes in, world record.
Damn.
Let's finally get in.
That is a record, I think.
Oh yeah, nah. I mean, we had to.
1
yeah,
hour.
I don't know how often you get to talk about One Piece with other people, Daffy. So I'm not sure if like you just like I'm ready to yap.
Oh no, that's cool. I got one of my homies. We talk about One Piece all the time, and I converted another one of my friends to actually
the welcome to the Church of Oda, Jehovah's Witness himself. It's inevitable. It's inevitable, bro. I don't know why we turn out like this, but it's just because we want other people to experience.
The One Piece effect is real, bro. It's very real. I was a One Piece hater for the longest time.
We just want everyone to be here with us when the story finally ends, because we believe it is going to be a moment in history.
Bro, my homie that convinced to read One Piece, he texted me. He said, "Hey man," he says, "Luffy, Roger's son." I said, "Nah."
He said, like, "Oh my sweet summer child, you know nothing."
And then,
not even close.
When he almost gets beheaded by a buggy, he's like, "Oh shit, was that Roger that saved him?" I said, "Something like that."
Because it's mad fun to watch somebody get like going through, and you like, man, you don't even know shit. You think you know shit? Yeah, you don't know shit.
I think they teased. They talk about Joy Boy at the. What was it? Is it?
They talk about the sun
all
god
the way back in some arc. Yeah, it was something like that, but it was like in a way early arc. He texted myself and my buddy. He's like, "Hey, who's Joy Boy?" My boy starts explaining it. I'm like, "Whoa, stop!" No. No. He's like, "Oh yeah, he's a figure of joy and all this." I'm like, "No, stop! Like, stop! No,
stop! You're not supposed to know shit at all."
Exactly.
It's crazy.
All right. Before we start, can I ask a question real quick?
Yes.
How do y'all feel about Joy Boy and Luffy as characters, as well as the Nika? The stuff. How do y'all feel about that?
Joy Boy, just a guy that existed during the Void Century that had opposed whatever Emu and the world government was trying to do or be. It's really hard to have an opinion on whoever that was, because we don't know much about him except they got a peg leg,
Yeah.
right? And they got crazy hockey. Nika was it a god? Was it somebody who existed thousands of years ago in the first world, second world? Who knows?
Yeah.
That ELBAPH just happened to worship and, is a deity. Luffy, I don't believe so heavy that he's like a reincarnation of those two, but just somebody to carry on the wills, like similar wills.
Yeah.
That those two characters embodied. It's not like a Naruto and Sasuke being the reincarnations of Ashura and Indra.
Yeah.
They just have similar vibes. I don't think it's anything too crazy.
Yeah, for me, it's like because of how Oda has already written Luffy and how we perceive Luffy as a character, like he is going to continue to be Luffy no matter what. And even no matter how much information he finds out about his devil fruit or whatever history we get revealed, even when Luffy hears that, he's gonna be like, well, I don't know that nigga. I don't care. I'm me. Like I do what I do, right? And I think that's where it's gonna shine more. Well, granted, we're still waiting, right? So if we see a backstory and this person isn't even really like Luffy for real, but is in some ways, that might like maybe change people's tune.
Overlap, obviously.
But yeah, there'll probably be some similarities. But I think as long as Oda doesn't have that person's personality exactly like Luffy's, then we're in a good spot. But like if the person ends up being like acting just like Luffy 1-to-1, there's no difference at all, then I think there's a bigger conversation to be had about, okay, what are we doing with this devil fruit and being and because we get experiencing in real time, realizing the devil fruit, the gum fruit wasn't the gum fruit. So it's like kind of having that revelation. At first it's like, but then it's like you kind of get used to it. You have more time to kind of like sit and kind of get acclimated to it. So
it's similar to Avatar 1, right? So he was the very first ever Avatar.
Yeah.
And even with the Avatar cycle, there's not a lot of these people act the same. They still have very distinct personalities.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to their core character traits, there is some overlap, right?
Yeah.
Like Kyoshi, she was like, "Hey, Aang, you need to kill this nigga like now."
Yeah.
Right?
Like because Kyoshi's a crash out. Like she's everybody
but
gets the smoke.
She was kind. She was still a protector, right? Even Roku, he is a bit more regal, obviously, when he was older. But like when he was younger, he was still different from Aang. Right?
Yeah.
And Aang and Korra obviously are two vastly, totally different people. But again, there still is that overlap.
Yeah.
That's part of an issue that I kind of have is I fear that once we get more information on Joy Boy and Nika, I feel the way it's going, there's going to be Luffy clones or eerily similar to Luffy, just like Luffy aged up. And I don't want that to happen. Right.
Yeah.
And people have talked to me specifically about how they feel that Luffy's character has kind of like just halted to a stop, or they even feel like he regressed because he's just a vessel for the Joy Boy plot point. That's all he is now, right? It's just Gear 5 in comparisons to Joy Boy. Part of it because we're in ELBAPH, we're getting more lore on that as well. But I don't necessarily know if I subscribe to that 100%, but I do understand some of the sentiment, especially with how Gear 5 taking some of the consequence out of some of these dangerous situations. Egghead was the worst example of this. Not saying that, like, Luffy was laughing over Vegapunk's dead body, but we don't see Luffy like getting like super serious until a certain point. But you guys know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like with the devil, obviously with Gear 5, because of how awakened Zoan fruits operate, right? The user tends to act a little more similar to the being or whatever animal it is, right? Lucci becomes more aggressive because he awakened his devil fruit, and we see what happens to the jailer beast and Impel Down. So it's Luffy kind of towing that line of like, yeah, he's doing the hysterical laughing thing, and that's because like I think he's still balancing the devil fruit in itself. When it comes to Luffy's growth as a character, I have always viewed Luffy as an already self-actualized character from the beginning of the story to now. The only thing he had to truly grow and learn was he just knew he had to become stronger when Kuma slapped everybody up and everybody got sent around the world, right? He had to learn consequence, but as regard to growth, that was what the backstory was for. Luffy hasn't grown at all because he fully realizes who he is, unlike other characters in the story still getting to learn who they are. And I think that's what makes Luffy maybe the most easiest to kind of exist, because as long as he stays the way he is, then that has always been Luffy. And I guess maybe expecting more seems already out of character. Maybe you want Luffy to be something else, I guess. I don't know.
See,
Yeah.
for myself personally, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's all good.
For myself personally, I think that Luffy's growth for me comes in his leadership abilities. That's what more so I'm interested in his growth, because I don't think he's a totally static character entirely. But I do think that, for example, when in Eddie's lobby, Usopp tries to leave, and that's why he has Sanji and Zoro around, because he starts talking out of turn, and Sanji and Zoro like, hold on, you're the captain. You cannot allow yourself to speak that way about a crewmate. You can't do that, right? And it's moments like that where, and we've even had instances where Luffy has shown that his leadership abilities have improved. He puts more trust in his crew, and that like he doesn't allow himself to fall into despair like that because of what happened at Marineford in the time skip. So that's where that development comes from. But Luffy still is very juvenile and childish, and that's part of where that allure comes from.
Yeah.
But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. I think a lot of his growth too is just going to be coming with like learning more about hockey and how to internalize that with Conqueror's hockey in particular, in whatever he's going to have to do with Emu and these holy knights moving forward. I really hope that the whole laughing thing with the devil fruit isn't the end all be all for whatever growth he has in terms of power. I really hope that he really just relies on hockey more so moving forward, and then the Gear 5 is just there as the cherry on top.
Yeah. We will see. We will see. Okay. Now, 1177. Let's get through this. So let's, Danny, you want to volunteer his tribute to read the cover story and do our first 4 pages, and then I'll do the next 4, and then Daffy will have you do the 4 after that. And I think that should be able to get us through the whole chapter. Actually, let me count so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Actually, more pages than that. Let's do 5.
You want to do 2?
Let me see. You mean like 2 at a time?
2 pages each?
It's a lot of dialogue, actually, so we can do 2 at a time.
All right, we'll do 2 at a time. So I'll do the cover page and then the next 2, and that's it.
All right.
Sure.
Cool.
All right. One Piece, chapter 1177, titled Furious. Reader request: Robin planting flowers in a bed dug up by moles by Mrs. Fuji. We got a great, cover story of Robin here, Bayangs. There for the Robin fans out there, for you two who have Robin in your top 3, this is perfect.
Wait, Robin's not in your... Oh, yeah, Robin's not in your top 3.
Robin is not in my top 3. No.
Shame.
And that's okay. And that's okay.
Who are your top 3 Straw Hats?
What? Hold on, I have the list right here.
Mine's is...
Monster Trio. Luffy, Sanji, Zoro.
I'm Sanji, Robin, Frankie.
Frankie's that high?
Listen, brother, that's why we had to ask you. That's why we had
respect.
Frankie's my number 4. Frankie's number 4 for me.
You have to do the role. You have to do the role.
Frankie was the original Big Unk before Jinbei joined the crew.
That's true. I forget that nigga's like 40.
I hate Jinbei.
I think he's like 35.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't hate Jinbei, because niggas be trying to call me racist to Fishman. Jinbei just don't be doing shit. I hate them fish niggas.
He said, "Fish man, oh, I still do my mess. That's crazy, bro.
Just like killing him for real."
He said, "Oh, he's a PU." Go ahead.
Starting off, we cut to the Western Village in ELBAPH as people are running away from the scenes that are unfolding. Look out! Whoa! Gotta hurry! Well, as Colin looks out, whoa! The giant pirates are gonna fight. Hey, it's going to get hairy, kid. Inside with you. You're not allowed to watch this, as Colin looks out gleefully at the battle that's ensuing between the giant warrior pirates and the Domi Reverse Sea giants. Come back to us, captains. We've got ample strength and regenerating bodies. Enjoy the feeling of liberation, unchained by any concepts of evil. As one of the Domi Reverse Sea giants go to strike Dory, just feel this power. Captain Dory, as Dory holds up his arm as the trident pierces through the shield into his arm as it's dripping blood. Look at how you submit to a new master. So much for the pride of the giant pirates, says Dory, as the Domi Reverse Sea giant just looks at him, eyes blank. as everybody else says, "You empty-headed fools should be ashamed of yourselves," as they get ready to line up to take on the people ahead.
Yo,
right.
This nigga Colin, just like me when I was watching Dave Chappelle show when I wasn't supposed to be.
Did you say colon?
Colin, I don't know what to call that man. I don't know. I don't know what to call that man, bro. It's because like it's spelled like a U, right? So I'm like, what's that boy name? Yeah, bro was just over here glazing. He's like, man, they getting lit. He was like, world star.
World star. Yo, people are out here actually like fighting for their lives. And honestly, even the other kid on the side is looking out like, whoa, this is so cool.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is part of the generation that's like fighting is stupid, fighting is lame, except for Colin, obviously.
Yeah.
So now they're having a new appreciation for these people.
They finally seen them make ELBAPH great again. La Mega.
La Mega. Oh my.
Dabby, how you feel about these first 2 pages? That was my fault. He's like, you want me to say an opinion after you just said that shit?
No. No, it's I'm so annoyed with what Oda is doing with this Dami Reversey garbage. I'm not gonna lie. It's interesting enough to kind of flip and have these characters turn evil. We've seen this trope before, but just the solution is just to kill them.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. As intricate as we've seen the One Piece power system can get, just killing them, that I think it's a miss.
Yeah.
It's a miss.
I was, because was that last chapter when I thought they died? Yeah, that was last chapter, right? I genuinely did think that they was dead.
And that would have been fire if you actually would have drug it out, and not say drag it out, but if you would actually expanded upon it, made the whole chapter talking about Jory and Brogy's relationship and like their camaraderie and what they mean to the giant pirates and all this stuff, bro. That would have been phenomenal. And you end the chapter with them like swinging, cut each other's heads off. Whoo! Heat. But then you just make it 2 pages. And then, we're back.
I don't even think it was 2 pages.
That's what I was saying, bro. I was like, this was weak sauce, bro.
Yes.
These niggas had these niggas dead ass being like, damn, my nigga, this really gonna be how it end for us, huh? Yeah, man. They're back.
Yeah, bro. My editor texted me and he was like, I know you don't read One Piece leaks, but I need you to read this because this sucks. And I was like, oh, really? So I took a peek at it. I'm like, dog.
It's not the most egregious thing in the world. But anyway, $5 super chat from the one called Roz. Shout out to the Moon Piece. I approve of your top 3 Straw Hats, Corey. My top 3 are Robin, Frankie, and Sanji. Respectable. Damn, a lot of people really got Robin in their top 3.
But bro, did you not see the recent polls? Japan's poll is updated for their 100 characters, and guess who's number 1 now?
Is Robin?
Sanji.
Oh, Sanji.
But Robin's in that top 5.
And that's good. And that's okay.
Listen, man. I like my characters with a little bit of trauma, you know?
Thank you, Ross. Thank you very much.
I'm not allowed to comment on the live action Nico Robin because I will turn to a domestic abuse victim. So I'm just gonna keep
Listen, bro.
So go ahead,
they cooked. I was a fan.
They did their thing.
Do what needs to be done, Miss All Sunday. All right.
We should keep pushing.
Or you want to take the next 2?
Take these next 2. As we cut to Team Chopper by the lift, Sunworld. Hey, stop this. We were comrades in battle. I can't attack you guys. DDT. Rhodes. You can't attack us. Is that your excuse? Come to our side, Kashi. It's incredible to have an undying body. You say you can't attack us, but could you do it even if you wanted to? Let's see you try. Chopper screaming, I thought they went away. Be careful, Kashi, as Kaban says. If you get surrounded, you'll be turned into a demon too. As you see Kashi getting punked out. Please, Kashi, you gotta fight. I can't. We've been friends for decades. I can't hurt them. Kashi. As we now cut to Dory. Hey, Gantonio. We've known each other for ages, but I gotta get something off my chest. Whenever you ask for a bite, you took half. Sorry, Captain, as he cuts through boy for taking some of his food, essentially.
Yo, I get that. That's real. When your bro asks for a fry and he takes a handful.
This is a thing that people used to do in New York. I don't know if you're from New York. I don't know where you're from actually, but like people used to call timeout. This thing called timeout back in the day.
Yeah.
Menacing, bro. Because like you could have a sandwich, a turkey sandwich, something like that, and one of your boys be like timeout. You just got to give it to them.
The Phantom Tax. Pay the Phantom Tax from hell.
The Phantom Tax is way nicer, honestly, compared to timeout back in the day. Shit was crazy. Also, Cyborg Frankie, I see with the $9.99 super chat.
Ooh, shit going crazy. That's what I'm talking about. Daffy, what are your top 3 arcs? Corey, you see Zoro hit the make ELBAPH great again attack.
Oh, we getting there. There.
Another chat. Good lord.
What's your top 3 arcs though?
Top 3 arcs. Not necessarily in order, but Skypia.
Man of culture.
Skypia, Dressrosa, and
Dressrosa. Okay.
Egghead.
Wow.
Egghead.
And Egghead. Oh wow.
Listen,
no Marineford in the top 3.
Marineford and Egghead are tied in my opinion.
His mood might change tomorrow, bro. You know, it's an ever changing list.
They could be just with what Oda did with Kuma specifically. That was
masterful.
That was
masterful,
okay.
brother.
So Egghead, Skypia, and Dressrosa.
Egghead felt like it was a true return to form for One Piece. Is because we didn't have 20 plus characters I got to keep track of, and we got to go into their fights and backstories and etc. When we actually go to different destinations and places like Buggy, like a Garp, like Shanks, like Law, I know these characters. I have history with these characters.
Yeah.
Okay, what are they doing? I actually am interested in seeing what's going on with these characters. And then when you have the masterful backstory of Kuma, that I like. You know what I mean?
It's
like 100%.
Listen, I didn't know One Piece was going to make me cry again because I didn't cry in a minute, and I got to that.
I know. Oda had it like that.
You feel like I forgot Oda write like this. I wasn't not even like I wasn't familiar with your game. I just forgot that you were menaced like this.
Yeah, we really found out Kuma really holding the whole story on his back.
Saint Kuma, the goodness of Saint Kuma. That's gonna be a video I got coming up soon.
He wasn't a stepdad. He was the dad who stepped up.
Beautiful. Put that on a shirt.
You know.
Another $5 super chat from the Astro Jack. Rankings for me at number 1. Luffy. Number 2, Zoro. Number 3, Robin. Another Robin top 3. 4, Frankie. 5, Sanji. 6, Jinbei. Brook, Chopper, Usopp.
Man, y'all really hate Usopp, man. Yeah. I get it.
Yo.
It's like, damn. I get it though.
Live action Usopp though?
Live action Usopp?
You cool? You cool?
He's
listen,
running the 2-man with Sanji.
Not the 2-man with Sanji.
They was running the 2-man. The 2-man was crazy.
No.
He said, "You get 2 twins offering you their finest liquor. You gotta
say yes."
I'll read these 2 pages.
Just Chopper screaming at Kashi, get it together, brother. You see all this shit going on this island, and you'll be
didn't get the memo, bro.
I can't fight my. Yeah, I guess he didn't get the memo.
He didn't get the memo.
He wasn't there when they said, brother,
Off
just kill them, and they're gonna come back. You're fine. So he's over here living in ignorance of like, no, my Shaylas.
But they're my friends.
And they're over here like, nigga, you couldn't kill us if you wanted to. You couldn't do anything.
You ain't shit.
And was Dory going crazy with the Phantom Tax. So he's like, yo, I gotta slice you in half, bro. As always, Marco loves to ask everybody who comes on here. So please don't think this is a reflection on me and Danny asking this question. But Marco in the chat just has to ask people, what's your favorite pizza?
Ooh, my favorite pizza. Ooh, I'm not when it comes to certain foods, bro. I'm not a real bougie type of guy. Like I just like a meat pizza.
Danny knows where this is going.
Some pepperoni, some sausage, whatever. Like I had this conversation the other day. When it comes to like donuts, like them foo ass donuts, like we got pumpkin cream, sprinkle, whatever. Like bro, give me a glazed donut, a good hot ass glazed donut. I'm cool. Even like jelly filled, just jelly, that's fine, right? But everything else on it, I don't need it.
Okay. So wait, pizza? You said what was it?
Just like a standard meat pizza, pepperoni, sausage, maybe some bacon, maybe some jalapenos.
Okay. I'm a plain Jane. I'm a plain Jane.
I want pineapple on my pizza. Please don't ask me.
No, thank you. Pass. Shadow Realm. Straight to jail. Danny.
Yep.
You know,
I love pineapple on pizza.
You will put anything on a pizza, Danny.
That's not true. I don't like olives on pizza.
Found one thing. We found one thing. You got me. All right, Def, you want to take these next 2 pages?
Yeah. And so then we have, is this Joy or Broggy? I forget. They're a pair.
It's fine. It's just say both names at this point.
Literally. Gungear, Go, Ikoku Sovereignty. Another giant gets cut in half. Giant trauma, not trauma. Trauma, same thing. The My Goat Zoro. Ew, Santoni, Red Ogre, Mega Rage. And this is actually the goriest panel we ever get on the receiving end of Zoro's sword. It's like when the Ninja Turtles actually use their weapons for the first time. You forget that shit sharp. Zoro splitting a giant's head in 6. Absolutely lethal. Terrifically fatal stuff. Don't worry, you guys won't die from this. But don't they seem a little too eager? Team Chopper. Ah! Run away, Kashi. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Goodbye and race for battle, and Chopper eats a rumble fruit.
Yep, the pill popper. Dr. Chopper, the pill popper.
Yeah, Zoro, this man has been itching.
He been wanting to kill somebody real bad.
Itching since he got to ELBAPH, and now he's taking full advantage of this.
He said, y'all had me fighting goddamn Lucci all last arc, and baby Mihawk, let me slice something up for real.
Is this the first time we've seen Zoro like kill somebody since whatchamacallit? Since Arlong Park? Because I don't think he killed those guys at Whiskey Peak, did he?
Oda's writing is so funky, so it's hard to even keep track of like who's actually dying, right? Fodder be getting foddered, right? So I assume all fodder has gotten.
I really
cooked,
can't think of anybody,
but like
Monet didn't die. She died of the explosion.
Yeah, she died from something else. Did he kill Pika?
No,
Pika's alive. I think Pico's in a cover story.
Not even the octopus in Fishman Islands.
Nope, he didn't die.
Yeah, didn't kill him. He didn't kill what's her name from Whiskey Peak because she ended up having a kid with Mr. Nine.
King's alive.
King's alive.
Obviously Kaku's alive.
Yeah,
Kaku's alive.
That's it.
I think this is like first kill, quote unquote, in a hot minute.
Ooh, he won't be the same after this, guys.
Well, he wasn't playing with this one because even when I saw this, I said, "God damn, brother, why you went mad? You went mad hard on Giant Father."
We know that they're going to come back to life, but like that, Dorian Broggie cut their heads off. That's easy to reattach. This, you decimated this guy.
I mean, that's why Ja Rule was over here like, these niggas seem a little too hype. But we always got to see what we always got to make sure we know what Ja Rule think.
What did he do to make them niggas that?
That Conqueror's hockey hits on a molecular level. You can't recover from that.
Oh, not the Conqueror's hockey shenanigans, please, dog. I'm so tired. I'm tired of hockey, man. I'm tired of this shit.
Hockey is the force, and it's just going to do whatever it needs to do.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
All right, I take the next 2, right?
Yep.
As Chopper pops one of his rumble balls in, immediately turning into Monster Point, he approaches the giant. Knock it off, you jerk, and smacks the bejesus out of him. That doesn't hurt. It doesn't even. As he stumbles backwards, the flames of hell engulf him as he turns upside down. Chopper getting caught off guard. All of a sudden, the guy comes back to normal. As Chopper's like, he's back? But why? As we cut by the Owl Library, as we see Zeus getting fed black balls. Pause. Yum. As you see the fiendish Killingham beheaded, gagged. Curse you, fiends. Do you have any idea what kind of hell awaits commoners who dare to defy gods? Get your hands off me, you filthy fish. As Jinbei holds up Killingham's head, when you're just ahead, all you can do is bark. If we put him in boxes or something, that should keep his parts separate, as you see Frankie hog tying this man. Thank you, guys, says Zeus. Supposedly, there's a way to finish him off, says Sanji. So these are the knights who protect the Holy Lands?
This is your best.
This is the kind of activity I needed the Straw Hats to be on.
They
Big
giving
brain moves here.
they giving him the caribou treatment.
Literally. Worse. The way Jinbei's just got this man like beheaded and gagged by the hair.
Killingham's like, oh, stink ass nigga holding me.
Do y'all prefer Killingham's previous design or his design now?
You mean like when he's in his dragon form?
Dragon form, yeah.
Previous, yeah. Dragon form.
Yeah. This is like, I don't know. Is he a fish man? Like, it's just fine. I'm okay with Oda's goofiness. So when he was in that form, it was cool. But this is just whatever. But I feel like we gotta talk about Chopper real quick.
Yeah, that's the one of the biggest things in this whole chapter. What
is Oda doing?
Happened?
What's happening?
It peeled off of him. I don't
like roll with me here, guys. It's not the human fruit.
Oh,
it's a mythical zone. Whoa!
I've played these games before, bro. Oda,
human fruit model deity of Fire Force, the Fire Force deity. That's what it is,
bro. Because I'm reading first, and I don't even notice the peel back. I'm over here like, okay, I guess. I mean, like, yeah, I guess Chopper got stronger from fighting Queen.
Okay, Chopper.
I guess. I mean, he tanked a Saturn poison hit, right? With guard point. So at this point,
it's that XP share. It's that XP share with all the straw hats.
So when this nigga went out of Dawn University, I said, nah, bro, what are we doing with Chopper's powers right now? What I've seen theories about people saying like maybe Chopper is the forest god, or maybe those other like what are your thoughts, your theories, I guess, on this?
I think that there are no theories that are going to
be right.
Please the masses. I think that for something like this, people are going to be upset. Oh, this is an ass pull that Chopper's getting this power up so late in the game with nothing foreshadowing it or being teased. You're going to hear it all right now. But at the end of the day, if you really were out here thinking that Chopper ate the human fruit and that was it, then that's just your fault.
Like, so that's your bad.
There was always going to be some, like, Oda left that so open-ended that he could just do literally whatever he wants. But for it to play such a heavy role here with the Domi Reversi thing kind of feels iffy, but I have to wait and see.
Yeah, my first original thought was like, okay, was it because they were in between Chopper and Kashi? And you know, the whole game, the whole playing Go game. So they're saying like, oh, because he was in between two white pieces, so they flipped the black piece. I wasn't sure at first. So I'm just like, I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I'm gonna let Oda cook, and whether I like the meal or not we'll see. But what do you think, Daph?
Without making another hockey joke, I don't know,
no,
bro. Like, well,
you don't think Chopper totally has Conqueror's hockey?
Oh, absolutely. Well, Zoro didn't even know. Zoro didn't even know he had it. So you know,
he got pow-powed. He got pow-powed by Gaban.
Yeah, but the demon looks like shook, like stunned when Chopper hits him. So there's probably I could see there being some sort of like forest god, rumble fruit, whatever have you, something.
I mean, it's giving shadow like Gecko Moria, right? So maybe like the Domi Reversi thing is almost like a demon shadow that gets like put on you, and then maybe Chopper's devil fruit is the Santeria fruit, right?
It's Santeria.
He's like out here performing exorcisms and shit.
I just don't have enough information. On the rumble fruit, the monster form Chopper. Like, I don't know. I have information on what this could do, because up to this point, there's been nothing like supernatural about this form and Chopper specifically, right? Like Emu and everything. This is the only time besides the ship in Annie's lobby that there was anything like supernatural in the world of One Piece. Besides, you can argue the devil fruits being a thing, right? Like people argue, are they aliens? Some argue like that they're supernatural in nature, etc. But this is the first time I'm seeing something like this, and I'm like something is purified, that he did something to purify it. Yeah. Right. So I don't have enough information. I can't really theorize, unfortunately.
Brujeria, man. Escucha las palabras.
I don't speak Spanish. Translate, please.
Listen to these words. Listen to these words. Yeah. Yo, Sean in the chat saying Forest God. I don't think it's gonna be the Forest God, but I love that.
I really don't want it to be, right? I can't say I don't think, because like I said, it's human fruit. Every other human fruit that we've heard about, which is only like two, they've both
Buddha
been
fruit.
yeah, they've been models
Nika.
and Nika's fruit. So even when I'm not gonna lie to you, when I first found out that Luffy had the human fruit, I was here. My first thing back then was like, what he about to do with Chopper? I said this nigga I was like, this nigga had these two niggas had the same fruit this whole time. He gonna do something one day, and here we are.
One day.
Here we are.
Will we find out this arc? Probably not. Most definitely not. Actually,
or maybe it's something in those. Maybe it's something in those rumble balls.
Maybe it's yeah. I don't know.
It's the drugs.
Straw Hat Poppy, Luffy randomly sensing Chopper over Gabon earlier this arc, and how this transformation's being improved like guard point. This was inevitable. Rubble Fruit is Enel's. Blackbeard was looking for something on Drum Island.
Yeah, he was there.
He was on Drum Island. Maybe he had an inkling that whatever fruit Chopper had.
Well, at that time, Blackbeard was like just on Menace time. He wasn't enacting his plans yet when he was on Drum Island.
Luffy, Sun God, Emu, God of the Sea, Chopper, Forest God, Mother Nature. Maybe.
I would just be big mad if Chopper's that important. I think that's what it is for me more than anything. I don't want this nigga to be that important.
Really?
Let's just hope it's like Mother Teresa, like human Mother Teresa, and he's just purifying. He's out here
I'm going to be big mad if
it will make sense because healing.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's there. Listen, I'm not saying
Forest God.
It's impossible. I'm just gonna be tight. I'm just gonna be mad.
Are there any gods of healing in mythology? Let's see. Hold on. Gods of healing mythology that have like a deer or like forest tie.
Oh, well, you're about to break it down now. Let's go.
Let me see.
The internet. Give me a second, real quick, guys. I'll bring it back.
Yeah, we gotta do some research anyway.
Mythology, maybe. Valkyrie, goddess of medicine. Norse goddess of healing, but that's not. The Leshy, spirit of the forest. It does kind of have antler things, doesn't it?
Artemis, who protects nature and possesses healing powers, and the antlered Celtic deity Cernunnos, representing regeneration and the Lord of the Wild.
Yeah,
I mean there are a lot. I mean, Chopper could literally be anyone.
Look up the Leshy on Google for you. Leshy mythology. It's a god of the forest. It does kind of have like antler things, kind of like similar to Chopper. Maybe
Leshy.
that might be a reach. That might be a reach. I don't know.
Leshy is a deity of the forest and pagan of Slavic mythology. Hunting in the forest. He often appears as a masculine humanoid, which is kind of what Chopper's strong point is. I mean, if you see some of these pictures, that kind of looks like it. Ooh, is Leshy a Wendigo? No, it's not a Wendigo.
That's interesting.
Leshy takes care of the forest and protects it. Acts as a shepherd of woodland creatures. Depicted as an old man with a staff in his hands. We don't really see Chopper like that.
Chopper could just be pure, quote unquote. I guess Luffy would count too, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's Chopper could just be like pure. It's devil fruit shenanigans.
Yeah. How did Loki knock out? He killed him. How did Loki kill Harald? It was just with
hockeyed up, hockey and devil fruit up.
Yeah, because he wasn't Domi reverse seed, so like.
At that moment, he wasn't. No.
Yeah, so like he just killed him, man. He just killed him to the point where like that
couldn't regenerate no more.
That was it. Man was cooked.
See, man, if he was, if he was in Hell's Paradise, all he had to do was, crack something real quick, and he would have regenerated.
That Tao would have
circulated.
Who needs hockey when you got Tao?
Well, you got Tao, you can just crack. It's crazy.
Wow. But yeah, so Sanji out here dissing the Gods Knights. That just shows you like this is a Yonko crew right here. They can take on the God's Knights like it's nothing.
It is funny to like think about it too, because like people have been calling out the fraud alert on the God's Knights overall, right? Like people are like, okay, these guys have been getting cooked. I hate this for you, Shade. If you're in the chat anywhere, your boy being Somers, he got low diffed multiple times in this story, and
by multiple people.
Killingham getting cooked by essentially Sanji didn't even go. Sanji don't even have Conqueror's Haki.
Yeah, they came up with a workaround. They're like, we don't need Conqueror's Haki. We'll just separate the body parts, put them in treasure chests, and throw them into the bottom of the ocean. Problem
Super
solved.
easy, barely an inconvenience.
Actually, I wonder how that works with God's Knights who ate devil fruits that get just thrown into the ocean. Are they like fishmen where they could just like sit there like Jack did, waiting to be rescued, drowning over and over and over again?
They're gonna be miserable in this sea, brother. They gonna play that Sonic drowning music over and over again.
Have y'all seen the theory that Blackbeard's probably gonna be the first official person we actually see drown like in the sea because he has 2 devil fruit powers? He actually just would sink faster.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
I have not.
Well, people been waiting. We haven't seen nobody drown yet. Niggas get washed up ashore all the time.
I was gonna say, Kid, maybe. I don't think.
I hope Kid is dead.
Like, it's
yeah, I also don't think. Do you think Kid's gonna show up on ELBAPH though? He did. I mean,
he was on their shores. Yeah,
yeah. Where else is he gonna go?
He could wash up anywhere else. I don't. It just
you don't rock with Kid. You don't like Kid.
Kid's a fucking bozo, bro. Like he's just all yap, and he be playing himself, and he just adds nothing to the story anymore. Keep him out.
I don't know. I feel like if Oda gave him some shine, you get you like half a Kid arc, he'd be cool. I thought he was gonna do that in Wano, but he just didn't, which is weird.
Well, because like when Oda first made Kid, he was like, "Oh, I'm about to cook," right? He really was gonna do something with Kid, and then he realized, "Nah, Law's better."
Yeah, immediately.
Gave Law development. We haven't had that with Kid yet. Your opinion on Kid could change.
I mean,
there's nothing Oda can do to make my opinion on Kid change.
And that's totally fair. But there is still room for some Kid improvement in the story. What he did with the confrontation with Shanks on the shores of ELBAPH just leaves for there's so much development that Kid could have. Not in a way that's going to make him different in your eyes, but as a character, yeah, plenty of room for improvement.
He just has nothing to offer. I already seen the final chessboard. His piece don't need to be added. I'm good.
Yeah,
keep that nigga at the bottom of the sea.
Yeah. All right, Corey, you want to take the next 2?
All right. As we cut to Frankie looking at Sanji, I think we got too strong, Sanji. Luffy's an emperor now. Yeah, I like to believe that, but it's sickening to think that ELBAPH was brought to his knees by this scum. Huh. That's right, maggots. Keep overlooking us. Be careful. One of them is still unharmed, as Jinbei says. Nami talking to Zeus. There's fire burning all over ELBAPH. Sure is. So, I want you to keep dropping rain on it. Okay, will do. As we see Loki flying in the sky over the Straw Hats. Dog, ha 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 ha. Ah, Kuididi. Oh, hey, Nami, Sanji, Frankie, Jinbei, as Luffy screams at them. It's enormous, like a Neptunian, as Jinbei looks up. If it's with you, then, is that Loki? Sanji looking shocked. What? You guys are buds? Damn, that's cool. Right? He's so huge. It's ridiculous, boss. Are you all idiots? As Nami screams at everybody, and we see Loki, the squirrel, Ragnar, and Luffy looking shocked, like, huh? There you go. Making friends with weirdos again. Yes, it's nice that he's taking out the monsters, but the flames he's spitting are just making the problem worse. Don't you get it? If you help the enemy burn down ELBAPH, then what was the point? Get a clue. As Loki just looks kind of scared.
This is the Nami I need to see a little bit more in the live action. This is the Nami I love. But I get it. It doesn't translate well into the live action. It is what it is. Yeah. But a moment like this and seeing the way Loki is reacting to Nami, the will of D. No, I'm not saying Nami's will of D. But I loved it. This was hilarious.
Oh, also, Sean, I see you in the chat. Nah, chill with the kid slander. He not even in this chapter. He catching strays. Sean, I keep on telling you, you have an affinity for losers, and I don't know why. You like Kid,
Damn.
you like Ace.
Damn, why he gotta be all that?
I know Sean in real life, so he likes loser characters in One Piece for some reason. I don't know what it is. He likes the scrubs, and that's fine. Maybe you just what they call people that really like the underdog. I hate that for you, brother.
Straw Hat Poppy saying give Frankie C Prism hands. That's genius.
That'd be cool.
That's genius.
Nigga be OP,
100%.
brother. Listen, we already got our little super Vega Cola, Frankie.
Cola.
Got that Vega Cola. We call that the Hennessy. Hennessy.
He gave him a bottle of Jameson.
That's crazy. Frankie gonna be giving everybody shots.
He said, "Don't let him get the hypnotic with it too. It's a wrap then." Really get. But yeah, but yeah, the fact that Nami really was like unfazed by seeing Loki. She's like, yeah, you got a big monster. You always doing this weird shit. Not even like processing, bro, is huge.
Yeah. No, she don't care
stuff all the time. I mean,
she's dealt with it time and time and again with Luffy, right? And like she's even telling Zeus, like, "Yo, ELBAPH's on fire. We gotta fix it." And now she sees these bozos making her job harder.
Old robot came to life, like in Egghead, bro. Like, there's nothing that you do could shock me anymore, man.
Insane.
But even Frankie here is pointing out, like, I just think we're too damn strong, Sanji, right? And then Killingham saying, keep overlooking us. I really think that that's going to end up biting them in the ass.
Yeah, they're getting cocky.
I think that, not Sanji, though. Sanji's got some reservations about this.
Sanji had to hear what Gabon said, because Gabon did it. He was like, I need that Conqueror's hockey, brother. Y'all gonna have to unlock it.
Do you think there's a different type of like hockey or something like that Sanji has? Because
there's Conqueror's hockey of love.
Something like that, but like there's that look that Gabon gives Sanji, and then the camera pans to somewhere else.
Yeah,
but you see Gabon still talking to him. Like, what do you think that was?
I think that was more so for Oda.
I think Oda's trying to play
the
games.
Audience. Yeah, for the audience, I don't think that Gabon even acknowledged Sanji. He's like, "Stop with your tomfoolery." If you had it, I would have told you by now.
I was just thinking that Oda was just trying to keep us still guessing and doesn't want to confirm it right now. I think Gabon's words in that moment was open. It was for both of them, like both Zoro and Sanji, but leads more to the story and us having the conversation by not answering the question right now, right? To see how Sanji gets there or blooms to that moment by different means, which, like you said, the love thing, the idea of caring, because like Gabon has brought up love for a lot of things, and Sanji is the biggest good of them all,
baby.
You know what I mean?
It's all about love.
And we seen a whole island of niggas gooning. So at this point, let's give them gooning hockey.
Gooning hockey.
Yo, dog.
with some of the way the people in this world be gooning, it is a power system. Just make it a power system.
Yeah.
I will say one other thing is this panel shot here of everyone seeing Loki flying towards them. Just puts things into perspective again, like Jinbei being like enormous, like a Neptunian. I know the early translation said that like Sea Kings.
Yeah,
but that was a good way to reference the size of Loki. Even though I'm trying to think, maybe Sea Kings actually, because I'm remembering like the Noah in comparison to Luffy in comparison to the Sea Kings.
Yeah, Noah's huge. All right, Daffy, you want to take next two?
Yeah. And then you have Ragnar petting Luffy, kind of trying to comfort him. Luffy says, "I got yelled at because of you, Loki." And Loki turns around and blasts Luffy. "I'm destroying the people who are harming ELBAPH. Why should I be scolded by your crewmates?" And Luffy actually hits the Odin pose momentarily. It says, "Oh, it's just lightning." And Loki yells, "Why doesn't it work on you?" And Luffy says, "If it did, I'd whoop your butt right now." And something funnily enough, for some reason, Luffy in Gear 5 is getting rounder and rounder with his face, if you guys notice.
Yeah.
Why that is, I don't know. That but just a design.
And I don't care.
But he looks younger. You don't care? Why? No. You don't like Gear 5?
No. I love Gear 5, but like his face getting more rounded because of whatever Gear 5 does. Like,
Yeah, bro. But
I,
Gear 5 has
I
been
make up
so
excuses.
chaotic. It's just so
Yeah.
it's just meant to
I
just
just
be ridiculous. I think there's no
water off a
consistency.
duck's back.
Yeah.
Just let it happen.
We get to Team Brooke, Branch Route 8. Brooke, please, Usopp. You have to run away. I only did this for my own personal reasons. She's too dangerous. And we have Usopp saying, you expect me to run and leave a friend behind, Brooke? A real warrior doesn't run away. Ooh, Usopp standing up. Yeah, he heard the slander. Yes, God. We have Brooke saying, Usopp, I've been dreaming of this place for years, and I'm not going to humiliate myself here. More importantly, I'm furious, nigga said. I'm mad. You're talking that shit, man. Come on, Usopp. Oh, just like an Alabasta. Yes, he said, you see, Brooke, these guys are disrespecting ELBAPH, sneaking around, kidnapping children. I'm going to read this next one if y'all don't mind.
Just keep going, brother.
You attack the king with monsters rather than using your own strength, taking over the minds of proud, noble warriors and forcing them to kill each other. Your plan is scummy, cowardly, and cheap. Shame on you. Ooh, he talking. Yes, Usopp, yes. And then Usopp gets kneed in the face by Gunko. Brooke cries out, Usopp. And then Gunko attacks Brooke once again. Usopp gets up. He says, ELBAPH is a nation of warriors that have lived by their swords, their shields, and their very lives. If you want to rule over them, at least have the pride to fight them head on, you cowards. So one thing that's interesting to me here is that the reason Usopp loves ELBAPH so much is because they're a little representation of what he wants to be. And he wants to feel like he wants to feel like he could earn a place there. That's why he loves ELBAPH so much. Not because it's cool, but literally for his character, these people are
the aspiration.
Yes, every single one of them is somebody he would want to be.
Yeah.
So I really like that for his character, honestly.
Just finish out. Last page.
Yeah. And then you have Emu possessed Gunko, one who rules does not sully their hands with such tawdry matters. Usopp yells out Skull Blast grass. Gunko reverses it, fire, and Usopp ends up getting damaged by his own attack once again. You have Brooke laid out, Usopp laid out, and Gunko slowly regenerating. Then we have Luffy along with Loki pulling up. Loki looking absolutely demonic in this
menacing.
Absolutely. I love the detail on his eyes here. Loki says, this is the one. Luffy cries out, Usopp, Brooke, the source of the hockey that reached the underworld. We have Luffy checking on his friends. He says, hey, Loki, I'm pissed. Loki says, forgiveness was never an option. We have the last panel of this chapter saying, thou canst obey or die. Nika Needhoger, this battle will divide the world.
It's time.
That's the end of the chapter.
It's time to get to the shits. What do we think about these last couple pages here?
Well, let's start off with Usopp. Usopp did his thing. Let's give him his flowers, boys.
Give him his flowers, guys.
Give him his flowers.
The us weekly readers have been having to hear the community really go through it, praying, Usopp, do something, right? And
like he told Zoro in the live action.
Do something, right? And I'm telling you, it has to be that Oda watched that live action and said, nah, man, the Usopp in this one is doing too much, and my Usopp is doing nothing. So let me actually, he talking all that shit about ELBAPH in the live action. You see how much Usopp in there is inspired by ELBAPH, really singing his praises, the giants and everything like that. And so the timing is impeccable to choose now to have that moment. You know what I mean? For Usopp. I was never expecting Usopp to get a big W, right? Get a power up. I've been giving up on my Usopp getting a power up dreams, right?
Yeah.
I just needed him to mentally lock in. You know what I mean? And I'm not sure if you've ever seen Film Red. I'm not sure you had time to watch all those One Piece movies.
I've watched I think I'm like 15 minutes from finishing it, but yeah, I've watched most
of it.
Oh, so I won't say what happens in the last 15 minutes then. Because I was about to say what happens in the last 15 minutes just now.
No.
With Usopp.
You can't.
No.
Let's just say we know what even his own daddy, his own daddy knows he just needs to lock in. You know what I mean? I'll just say that. So
it's a mental game.
Seeing this moment finally happen with Usopp stepping up, yapping, really telling Emu off. Not having it. Don't give a damn.
Calling him cowardly. You running around trying to sneak kids away? You bitch.
It's interesting having Usopp call out someone else's cowardice. That's interesting to me because he's like he would know, right? It's kind of similar to on Thriller Bark, where he's like the only like I'm the one person that like knows about fear. What was it? His fight with or I'm the most oppressed one there is.
Oh, Perona.
Or something like that.
Yeah,
He was fighting Perona. Yeah. So like Usopp knows about being a coward and he calls out exactly how he sees it. And in this instance, just like in Alabasta when he was fighting the two fodder characters,
Miss Merry Christmas.
Yes, when he was fighting them, he was coming to Luffy's defense for his dream and everything. But here he's coming to the defense of this island's ideals, which we haven't really seen Usopp do before. I really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, Emu really had nothing to say. It was like, one who rules does not sully their hands with tawdry manners. That's not the point, bro. The point is the whole way you're going about this thing is shady. It's not good. I really
kids, that's weak, bro. That's not power. That's weak.
Bro said, I believe in fair one. Shoot the fair one. He said, shoot the fair one, bro.
Yo, and Emu kicked the shit out of Usopp, bro.
Oh, yeah.
But can we say, like, how did Usopp even get here? Because he was just with Nami and Jinbei and everyone. And
Oda don't got time, bro. I'm trying to end this shit, bro. I'm
just like,
so do you care? Do you really care?
No, Oda literally saw the live action, saw what Jacob did, and was like, Usopp, let's just drag and drop. Let's just put him here. We need Luffy to have a bigger reason to be pissed at.
He's like, what you want me? What you want? You want me to tell Usopp, hey guys, I'll be back.
Let's just give him a quick.
He found Brook. I don't know. He looked down the branch, right? It's one big ass branch anyway, right? So maybe he just said, "Oh, let's get
this comedic gold of a scene with Luffy and the squirrel Ratatosker."
Jokes,
Peak.
I was like, this, because he was hurt. The fact that the squirrel really like, damn, my nigga,
damn, bro.
Because you ever been at your boy's crib
tough.
and your boy's parent. Or your home, like your friend's parent is like yelling at them, and you just there witnessing it. You ain't got nothing to do with it, but you also shutting up because you don't want the smoke either, because it could be you next. And you just there like
that's that.
Yeah,
did Loki even consider the fact that like if Luffy was a regular person that could have killed him? I guess
he don't.
I
care.
guess he knows that Luffy's just like
he don't care.
Yeah.
But I love how Luffy yelled at Loki, blamed it on Loki, and then Loki lashed out at him. It was good. It was good. The Odin
he didn't
pose.
do that to Nami, and no, he did to Luffy.
He was like, "Oh no,
it's your fault." And then Loki's eye popping. Like, why didn't that work on you? And Luffy's like, "Oh, buddy, it's lightning. I've been through this.
I've done
go
this before."
Skypea.
That's exactly why
Skypea.
I'm so scared now.
Go ahead. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
My fault.
No. Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you.
I was gonna say it's like because I've been begging for Anel to come back into the story so bad, but now that I've seen what Luffy could do with lightning and all that, I was like, no, what? Just don't bring him back because I don't want to see my boy get beat. I don't want to see my boy Anel get beat up like that again. Because
Corey's trying to play Purple Anel in the next set, and if he
Yeah.
gets brought back in the story, it's not gonna look good.
It's gonna look bad. What you gonna say, Dad?
I was gonna say, do y'all how do you like the theory that Anel in his awakened form was a prototype for like Gear 5 and these other awakened devil fruits?
Love it.
When he went to the I forgot the name of the move, but he had the sash go around him.
Yeah, he had the sash.
He had the same sash, and his form was distinctly different, but it was still. I think that was an idea that Oda had. I think because he has a propensity to tie in previous ideas and make them work.
Yeah,
Oda is a master of planting seeds, right?
It's like Skypea was Oda's true playground in every sense of the way, I think, right? Whether it be introducing observation hockey as mantra, giving us the idea of even first bringing up the sun god, so like kind of laying that foundation. Like, I was never a Skypea hater, but we all know like Skypea becomes even more important as you get more into the story, right? But he played with so many ideas at that time that I wouldn't be surprised if that's what he said. You know what? I want to kind of like do something with this whole like sash thing later on in the story and things like that. I mean,
character design it cooked.
Yeah. And
now
what
for
else?
the meat and potatoes of these last few pages.
Yes.
This panel of Loki staring man's down
menacingly.
Saying, yo, ain't you the guy that all that hockey's coming from? Hey, Luffy, ain't this the guy?
Whose man's is this?
And then Luffy seeing his I mean, he's seen Usopp beat the fuck up multiple times. So this ain't new territory for Luffy.
Yeah.
But Brook too?
He said,
Oh.
Usopp, fine. Brook,
Brook?
you put a
That's the
sword?
musician.
You put a sword in my musician's stomach? And he don't got one? Yo. What?
Yo,
That was good, Lu. That was good, Corey. That was good. And then Luffy like turning around being like, I'm pissed. But then Loki being like, buddy, forgiveness? That's a bar. Forgiveness was never an option.
The only way to defeat hate is more hate.
More hate.
More hate.
Something that's interesting to me is Emu referring to Loki and Luffy as their devil fruits. So he says Nika and Needhogger. He doesn't refer to their names.
Not their devil fruits.
Yeah,
the devil fruit, the entities that the devil fruits potentially embody.
Yes, the model types, whatever, you know. That's an odd personalization, which is interesting to me. I'm so confused why Nika specifically chooses to inhabit Gunko rather than anybody else.
Gunko probably just shares, like, Gunko's probably just like maybe a descendant of whatever family Emu came from, whatever that fit the Nerona family.
Man-Mare.
The man.
Well, that's what Gunko's from.
A branch. Yeah. The Man-Mares is just like a branch of the Nerona family, you know, and it's just the closest person that Emu can use as a vessel.
I thought Emu's a Gunko. I thought Emu was just a gooner as well, and he just saw that Gunko had blue hair like Lily, and he was like, you know what? I like my ladies with blue hair.
Blue hair. You think Gunko's related to Buggy too?
Listen,
Ross had a bunch of shit running around.
Listen.
No,
I'm open.
I'm the
No, I'm joking. No, Gunko is old as fuck. No.
I mean, she is.
Gunko,
but she got family members.
Gunko could be Buggy's mom.
We do know celestial dragons just be,
anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
Bro,
somebody in my chat when I was catching up on One Piece, and I still think about this comic. This should have me rolling. Somebody said Garling versus his baby mom mid-deep. I was crying. Oh my god! Honestly, slimed out his BM.
He couldn't even kill her.
Yeah, he didn't.
Survived.
He didn't. She's yup.
It was crazy.
She survived.
So, do we think we're gonna see a full-on scrap between these characters, or do you think? What do you think is gonna happen next? This. You could say this is the climax of this arc.
100%.
I anticipate a flashback with Brooke.
Like right now, or really?
Maybe Brooke gets up. Maybe Brooke gets up and he's like, Luffy, that's my homegirl, and this is why.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even think this is the conclusion of the arc, though. I feel like there's still like the Holy Knights. I don't think the Holy Knights are done. I don't think so. Like Summers is still around doing something. I don't know. He's probably regenerating somewhere.
Yeah.
He's gonna take his time regenerating.
Killingham isn't dead. And then we have Gunko. We don't even know the full extent of Gunko's abilities either. I think we still have a bit to go. Probably you can't even make a guess on chapters, but I don't think this is the final thing. I think there's still stuff for the other Straw Hats to do. As well.
I don't think so. I think Nami's gonna put out this fire. I think Zoro and everybody else are just going to finish off the giant pirate, the Domireverse giants. Yeah. I think Killingham. He's captured by the Straw Hats. Who knows what shenanigans going to happen with Killingham getting out? Somers is going to take his sweet time regenerating, and then Emu is going to have to retreat.
Killingham could even have like physical illusions as well, not like clones necessarily, but his whole thing is like hypnotism and like deception, right? So there's tons of stuff that
waking dreams,
right?
It's at this point I'm already putting Killingham in mind. He's about to get put in a barrel and stuck with the Straw Hats like Caribou for a minute. Right, he's just gonna be somewhere on the ship, and at this point, because of Emu saying this like this thing where like this battle will divide the world, makes me feel like you said, Danny, Emu don't really want the smoke right now, right? And it's not like Emu is really here on the island, right? They're inhabiting.
He can't fight at full power,
right? So this is not even Emu for real. So at this point, he's probably just gonna be like, I'm going back to Mary Joie. Y'all can have this little body, whatever, right? I'm not sure, but I don't think I can't see the fight happening for real right now.
I think that they'll definitely scrap for a few panels.
Yeah.
I think that attacks will be thrown. But Corey, I like what you said, where Brooke will get up in the middle and be like, "Wait, Luffy, you can't. That's my friend." And Luffy will be like, "Whoa." Right. I don't think Emu is going to leave Gunko behind. I do think that he'll escape with Gunko using the summoning circle back in Aru's castle. And her escaping gives Brooke
But
motivations in the future.
but why do you think Emu cares that much to
About Gunko?
because Emu
That's the only vessel he has. That's why he's kept her around for the last
but
several decades.
we're in the end game, you know what I mean, brother? And Emu is trying to like complete his plan, and everybody is a pawn, you know what I mean? So it's like,
and he doesn't want to lose those pawns, bro. That's why after Harold died, and the others were like, "Yo, let's send more people and investigate what happened." Emu was like, "No, you guys don't understand the cost that these Gods Knights even have on Mu.
so you
These
think
contracts that he has with these Gods Knights, again, like." Think Horcruxes to Voldemort.
So
Emu is handing out parts.
you think there's going to be an
his-
opportunity for Luffy and Loki to just be sitting here watching Gunko Emu fly back to the summoning circle, and they're going to be like, "Oh, where he's going?" Like,
They're going to try to stop them, but Emu's going to use his resources to retreat. There's nothing for him here. He's not fighting at full power. Why is he going to go ham?
I don't think he's going to go ham either.
But
But that's what I'm saying. When you say nothing,
that's why he's going to leave.
and I'm thinking there's nothing here for him here so much further to the degree where it's like, I don't see that he finds Gunko body that valuable, like that
Okay.
highly valuable, where because he
So
can
he's
just
going to lose
because he can just
Somers,
retreat.
Killingham, and Gunko. He's going to lose all three.
That's just another day probably to him.
No, bro, it's not another day. He can't.
I know he
lose
feels
three
it,
Gods Knights.
but he's been replacing people. I don't know.
He did. I was like, he did replace Saturn with Garling. He took his immortality away. He just gave it to somebody else, and it's also
But
been
he
established
willingly did that.
That's what I'm saying.
He's
but
not
also,
losing
to an
somebody.
extent, we know that celestial dragons and all the elders, they don't see human lives. They don't see lives that aren't important to them as people. They're insects. They're disposable, right?
But they do see strength.
They do
But
see
they do
strength.
see strength.
But
And
also,
Killingham, look.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just what Sanji was saying, like, this is the best you guys have. If Killingham and Somers is the best that they have, they can't afford to lose more soldiers.
Yeah, but we haven't seen the full extent of their abilities yet. They've just been trying to punk women and children. They haven't actually had an opportunity to scrap. I mean, and even so, Killingham himself, I don't fully believe that he's like done for. I don't believe it because it took one like it took a Sanji cracked him in the head. Jinbei I think he hit him his like ribs or something like that.
No, they fought a dream monster.
Jinbei and Frankie fought the Dream Monster, and Sanji just hit her with a Konkasa.
Yeah. Sanji cracked him in the head, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think the Holy Knight's got to be a problem for a reason. Like one of the Holy Knights also is the father of Shanks.
Yeah,
the father of Shanks. One of the strongest Yonko currently that we that we know. Right?
There's also
they're a problem because they have regenerative abilities and they can only be taken down with Conqueror's Haki. And yeah, they're strong and they have wicked devil fruit powers.
I'm not inclined to think that this is all they have though.
I'm thinking more like this is just the weakest of the bunch. You know what I mean? We've seen plenty of anime and manga, right? Where like they introduced a big villain group, and then we realize that the first couple ones we seen, they're not even the strongest, right?
Toby from Naruto,
that's different.
You know what I mean? Like getting introduced to Sasori and Deidara in the beginning, or like you think about the Hueco Mundo people, right? The Arrancar or whatever, right? We've seen this before. We're like, I think that these just happen to be the scrubs, and these scrubs is just gonna get cooked and get left here. And there is much more dangerous people that he still has that he didn't send here on this mission.
And that line that's Frankie had, that's not a throwaway. Oh, we might just be too strong, Sanji. Like, hold on, bro. Like, it's been a minute since y'all got like pressed actively in a fight. Like Wano, relax, right? Because like Zoro almost died in Wano. His fight with Lucci and Egghead sucks ass, right? Even in Egghead, they were mostly like running around.
Yeah,
but they haven't actually been like, oh my god, I'm about to die. You know what I mean? And even Sanji's fight with Queen kind of doesn't.
He low diff. He low diff Queen.
Yeah, bro. He was just, like,
it's emotional more than it is a fight.
Exactly. Right. But that goes for Sanji as well. Like I'm inclined to think that there's something else that's going to happen. Either more holy nets are showing up, or that these holy nets that we're seeing, they've just been fucking around the entire time.
Let me ask you this: what do you think are the chances, and what do you think are the chances that Emu Domi reverses the Nidhogger? Domi reverses Loki, because if we're to believe,
we haven't seen. So there's this theory actually that I just read, that the reason that Chopper was able to expel somebody that was Domi reverse is because he has a devil fruit that we haven't seen anybody with the devil fruit Domi reverse because we don't know if Rox had one. I don't think Rox had one because he was just a hockey man.
Yeah, I wanted Rox to have that chop fruit.
Huh. That's actually a really good observation. No one with the devil fruit was Domi reverse.
Exactly,
and that's why Emu hates devil fruits.
Roy Broggy doesn't have one. Exactly. So, and I think
Wait,
that could be of it too.
Emu hates devil fruits.
Yeah,
he specifically refers to Loki and Luffy by their model types for their devil fruits.
Yeah,
but
if he hated devil fruits, then why does everybody in the Goro say and everybody in the Holy Knights have a devil fruit?
They don't have devil fruits.
Not that they have devil fruits. I think
the Goro say they don't have devil fruits.
They're possessed. Yeah.
Oh well, I guess they are the actual embodiments of the devils, right?
Yeah, he's giving power. You know what I mean? And
they didn't eat a specific thing.
Yeah, Emu hates the idea. It wasn't verbally said, but this is more or less like what I'm getting for how they talk about devil fruits for the most part, and like their annoyance for its existence, right? Because it's a manifestation of dreams, right? And that's the last thing Emu wants is niggas to have dreams. You know what I mean? Martin Luther King could never be around Emu.
Oh my god.
And like you said, the way they even referring to them as, doesn't view them as people because he's just like sneaker and Nidhogger, fuck, God, it's these things. Like it's not even like it's Luffy and Loki or whatever. He's being very, very specific. So I think that, and it's the one thing it seems like that can ruin everything that's part of like Emu's plans is the existence of the devil fruits. Period. It seems. But I don't know. Where's gonna go there? But what we usually do here, Daffy, right, is when we get to the end of the chapter, we give a rating out of 10, no half points. We go whole numbers only. So based on everything you've read through this chapter, how are you feeling?
I would give it an 8. I'll give it an 8.
Respect.
I give it an 8. I'm still not a fan of the Domi reversey stuff. I that doesn't do anything for me still. But I like seeing what we did with Usopp. I like seeing more of Loki, obviously in this form. The comedic timing was really, really nice to have that. Just a little bit of levity with everything going on.
Yeah.
And seeing Loki kind of gain more of a relationship with the other Straw Hat members was nice. Highlight of the arc definitely is Usopp for myself personally, but when I read this this interaction with Killingham and the other Straw Hats, I get this sense of dread, and there's that highlight where Frankie says, "I think we got too strong. Louis an emperor now. I feel like we're about to get humbled real bad. Real bad.
Shit ain't sweet, brother."
Yeah, bro. I'm like, hold on, my nigga, that super cola. Hold on, we ain't there yet. Hold on, we're not out of here yet. You know what I mean?
What about you, Danny?
I'll probably give this chapter a 9. For me, I really enjoyed that scene with Usopp. Even though I've been hating on Usopp this whole arc, I thought that what he did was really good. It shocked Brooke. It shocked me. Seeing Luffy pull up and seeing his crewmates, we've seen it time and again, and we just know how it means for him. And Luffy's now going to have a motivation moving forward to whoop Emu's ass more so than he had before.
Yeah.
I think this panel here at the end with Loki is just beautiful. That moment with Nami, everything leading up to it was great for me. Again, I've needed a scene like this with Nami before, and I'm happy I got it. The whole thing with the Domi reversey, I get like them just like being killed is kind of lame, and that's how you get out of it. But like, I mean, what was it? People aren't happy with that. People aren't going to be happy with whatever Chopper's got going on with it. People wouldn't have been happy if you needed holy water to expel the demon. Like, I'm not going to let something like that bring me down or the rating of this chapter. I think it's a 9. For me, it's a 9.
Yeah. I'm probably leaning more towards a 9 as well. First read through, I was underwhelmed. Second read through, really realizing how jam packed this chapter was. Every Straw Hat did get to do something right. We're opening with Colin and all of them glazing the Giants and them just like going to town essentially on everybody. You almost forget that Zoro had a moment where he sliced up bro's whole head because that was like so long ago in the chapter when you think about everything else that comes after the fact, right? Once I still have my opinions about the Chopper moment, right? But I'm not going to let it bother me too much right now. It just depends on how Oda reveals it later on. But I think the fact that after sitting in God Valley for so long, Oda really letting the Straw Hats just do something, and and the Giants are involved in as well. But it's good to finally see the Straw Hats continuously, for a couple chapters now, all mobilizing and doing something. And then the conversation with Sanji and all of them, and them like seeing Loki and that comedic moment as well, having not only like epic aura farm moments, but also getting comedy when Loki pulls up and Ragnar consoling Luffy and Nami and them yelling. It's just like we're getting a lot of the best parts of One Piece in this chapter, with the cherry on top of Usopp finally talking some shit, right? Doing his thing, and it ending with a classic, nah, you got me mad, bro. I'm about to violate. Right. And when in real time, we've seen these moments, whether it be walking up to the Frankie house, or I think him pulling up on Kai. Yeah.
Luffy when he was beating on Luffy.
Yeah, and when they ran to Egghead as well, boy, he saw Luffy, he was like, "Oh, I bet," right? How they do that in the anime of him just pulling up. So it's like this is, no pun intended, gearing up, right, to really just be into a moment right now between Emu and Nidhogger and Nika, essentially. And what we get from this, because we're saying this is a battle that will divide the world. Does Emu really want to divide the world right now, this second? Or do they just run away? We got to see. So that's what I'm leaning into now. It's just like this chapter did a lot of things to lead to that setup, and it was enjoyable. So thank you again, brother man, for coming through. Daphne, we really appreciate it. We hope you had a good time here. We know we definitely yapped forever, and we know sometimes we go on a lot of tangents here. But hopefully if you ever want to come back on, we would love to have you on. And if you ever need anything from us, just give us a shout. You hit me up, hit Danny up. Totally accessible. We had a lot of fun here. And guys, if you guys aren't subscribed to Daffy's channel, make sure you guys are subscribed. You can obviously go straight to his channel by clicking the mention in the title as well as in the description below. But also, do you have anything that you want to plug that you're working on, or anything you want to kind of get out there right now before we start to end up the stream?
Yeah, I have a celebratory video of my journey through One Piece. It's a multiple hour video. I'm going to be doing that. I am going to have another JJK video. It's going to be over Jabura. I think probably Gege's best written character in JJK just ever. That's a modulo character. I'm going to be doing that.
Not the cockroach?
No, not that nasty ass cockroach. No. I got that. I'm going to do some more 100 streams. But yeah, just kind of been in a slow week for me personally, but I'm kind of getting back into it and trying to get more tapped into my back than I usually do. So, yeah, again, thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate you guys. Obviously, I enjoy yapping, and you guys are really cool, and I appreciate you guys having me.
Thanks,
we
brother.
Appreciate the yap.
We appreciate that, man. Listen, this is Yap Central. That's why I was like, damn. I was like,
we just stop talking.
Yeah, and we was recording before because we was doing our like official episode. Because normally for our official like regular episodes that aren't live streams, we're usually in person, but we couldn't find time because of our schedules. So like we really be talking about anything. So like if you ever down just yap on camera, listen, brother. We talk about non-anime stuff. We enjoy cinema and TV shows, and I be watching reality TV because he watches reality TV. Whatever we're watching, that's what we talk about it all. So thank you again, brother, for coming through, guys. Make sure you guys like the stream if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you're watching this after the fact. Let us know your thoughts on chapter 1177 of One Piece. Also, guys, if you want to join channel memberships, they are $199. You get special access to emojis to use in the chat during the stream, early access to our official episodes that come out every other Tuesday at 7 a.m., as well as continuing to support the podcast. We will be in Atlanta. Well, not Danny, but me and Kimmy will be in Atlanta for MomoCon in May. So we will be out there. So if you guys want to say what's up and you guys see us around, feel free to say what's up. And don't forget to check out Kimmy's continuation of Annie's Lobby tomorrow, 8 p.m.
Y'all gonna be at DreamCon?
No, we're not going to DreamCon. Yeah.
Damn.
Had to choose the poison. I was like, all right, is it gonna go MomoCon or go to DreamCon? And a lot of other creators that we've been around have told us like try to go to MomoCon just because they said they feel like it seemed a little more organized as of now than DreamCon. Still trying to figure it out. But my boy usually goes there because I don't know if you ever heard of Broadcast Boys, but they do like a lot of like sports commentary stuff like that. So they host like the basketball game they usually do at DreamCon. They usually like the announcers, stuff like that. So usually he's there, but hey, might try to go. Just gotta get some money in our pockets to get there in this economy.
Yo. Yeah, it's a little steep out there in Houston, just a little bit.
Crazy. And also I seen how they giving it up at spring break over there right now. So not in Houston, but was it Austin? Wildin'.
That is it was Houston, I think, last year.
I was like, no, it was this. Oh yeah, this year they was in Austin, I think, and they was going crazy for spring break. Whatever, I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for coming through. And on that note, y'all enjoy.
Sayonara.